We go again. Oh no, here we go again. Hey guys, how you going? So I'm BKR Sport. Oh dearie me. Here we go again with the Gold Coast Titans, eh? Oh gee whiz. Take it easy on me today, Warriors fans, for the love of God. For the love of God. Well, we are here, New Zealand Warriors taking on the Gold Coast Titans in a game between 4th and 17th, or as this ladder would suggest first, but on an alternate reality ladder, the Titans are in 17th. God help me today. Yeah. No, obviously this is over there in Auckland at Go Media Stadium, and maybe might be a little bit terrified, a little bit too tired to be terrified on the basis that I've seen my team play a lot, and they're not usually too good. But hopefully we can have a surprise today. We'll go through the two-team lineups, and then obviously we'll get into the ladder before we get into the chat and see what you guys are saying. Obviously hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. We have 3 games on today. We've got this one here between the Warriors and Titans, then we'll have the Penrith Panthers taking on the West Tigers before we finish up with the South Sydney Rabbitohs playing host to the Cronulla Sharks, who got themselves off scam last week, but could easily put themselves back on there if they lose later on today. But all right, let's get into these two-team lineups. So the Warriors, they come to this game from 4th position. The Titans come to this game from 17th position, and this is at Go Media Stadium in Auckland. Now, the ins here for the Warriors, Chance Nickel-Klokstad. The out is Tane Tuapiki. The fullback, Chance Nickel-Klokstad, with the wingers being Dallin Watene-Selesniak and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Centers of Adam Pompey and Kurt Catewell. You go to the 5'8", which is Chanel Harris-Tavita, and the halfback is my boy. Get around him. Beautiful man. Tanner Boyd. Get around him. He does not miss that bloke. He does not miss. We didn't stream last week's Warriors game, so didn't see him miss anything. It didn't happen because we didn't stream it. But get around Tanner Boyd. Love him. What a bloke. And then you go to the front row forwards of James Fisher-Harris, the captain, alongside Jackson Ford. And the number 9 is Wade Egan. The back row is Leka Halasima after that fantastic buddy match-winning try last week in the last second. Literally on the siren. He's buddy in the back row here today alongside Murata Niokore. And the 13 is, again, my boy, Aaron Clark. Get around heads. Then you go to the interchange. Tamati Martin, Jacob Laban, Dimitri Avay-Malga, and Tanner Sowers-Smith, with the 18th minute replacement being Samuel Healy, and the coach is Andrew Webster. This Warriors team, obviously they are in the top 4. A lot of question marks around them currently on the basis that obviously Luke Metcalf went down injured. Now they've got Tanner Boyd in. Yes, they've been able to win games with him. I don't think he's actually lost a game in New Zealand so far, and that's actually in the younger grades too, the lesser grades, reserve grades is what I probably should say. But he's actually been doing pretty well there in regards to getting some wins. But however, obviously Luke Metcalf was having a fantastic season where he was at the top of the Dally M's before it went behind closed doors, and unfortunately he's not going to be able to win that now with that injury. But there has been a bit of a changing of the halfback position, so that's, I guess, where a lot of the question marks come from the Warriors right now. And last week, obviously, it did take them up until the literal last silent off a lucky deflected missed field goal from a charge down for Haddle-Seaman to pick it up from the 40 and then run all the way and score a try to win it 20-15 in the end when they were down 15-14 with seconds to go, right? So, you know, you look at that Knights game and you go, the Warriors won it. At the end of the day, they got the 2 points. It's just as simple as that. Like, that's just the end of the conversation. They got the 2 points, but getting to that 2 points, the context of it, you know, does worry you a little bit because it did have to come by via an absolute miracle in the very last seconds. The week before that, they did beat the Tigers 34-14, had the bye. The week before that, they lost 26-12 against the Broncos in a game that was not great there for the Warriors at all. You know, the Broncos, they made a lot of errors in that game, but the Warriors were kind of going toe-to-toe with them for errors, and that's why they just simply weren't good enough in that game. And obviously the Broncos, they've got their own problems. We saw them lose to the Parramatta Eels, the Squeals, last night. But obviously that was a bit of a different time there for the Bronx where they were getting a bit of form going. However, the Bronx weren't that great, but they just simply were the better team in that game. The week before that, the Warriors lost 28-18 to the Panthers. That was a game where the Panthers had all of their origin stars out. Brian To'o, Nathan Cleary, Liam Martin, Isaiah Yeo, Dylan Edwards, all these guys, and yet they went over to New Zealand with a full-strength New Zealand team and beat them 28-18. You know, so it's still very susceptible here. The Warriors, they have been a very vulnerable team for a little bit now, and you've got to hope that now that we're at the back end of this season, the back stretch, that they're going to kind of motor forward. And today's a game they have to win by a large margin, because if you're going to try and fix that points differential, that for and against, to try and get up there with the Bulldogs and potentially even up there with the Raiders, points points differential-wise, you need to target a game like this against a lowly rated Titans team. You know, they were able to beat the Sharks 40-10 in Cronulla, which was a great result. They were able to put some points on there. But the issue with the Warriors this year is that they have been in the top 4 based off of their defense rather than their offense. Now, it was a great bonus that a couple of weeks ago they were able to score, I think, 36 points or something, 34 points against the Tigers. That really helped them. And they were able to score 20 points on that last siren against the Knights. So that is 54 points in their last 2 games, which is solid. However, their points differential is plus 36. Bulldogs up there at 98, Raiders at 132, and the Storm at 222. And even teams below them in the Broncos and the Panthers and the Dolphins and Manly all have better points differentials than the Warriors. They have to target this today. You know, defensively, 339 points they've given up so far this season, which is, they've played 17 games, which is 1 less game than the Raiders and the Storm. So they're probably behind. They're actually probably giving up more than the Storm at 345 because they're 6 points off them. But they're probably in front of the Raiders still. So they are a top 4 defensive team. It's just as simple as that. I think they're actually the third. No, they are the 4th best defensive team in the comp. Yeah, 4th best defensive team in the comp behind the Bulldogs, the Storm, and actually also they're equal with the Panthers there, mind you, and actually also Manly, which is actually quite crazy. I didn't actually think their defense was as good as that, but their defense is top 4, top 5 in the competition, the Warriors. But their attack, they're at 375, which is just simply not great. It's there with the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs and Warriors are actually very similar teams here. It's just the Bulldogs' defense is better, but they're at 386 to 375. The Warriors are behind on the attack to the Raiders, to the Storm, to the Bulldogs, to the Broncos, to the Panthers, to the Dolphins, to Manly, to the Sharks, the Roosters, the Cowboys, the Dragons. They're not too far in front of the West Tigers. They're a little bit in front of the Eels. And then they're pretty similar-ish with the Titans there on 346 to 375. Yeah, so it's not too far off there. So they are in the bottom 6 for attack. It's just their defense is obviously very, very good this season. So that's where the Warriors really need to obviously improve going into this back stretch. And these games, they've played the Tigers, they played the Knights, now they play the Titans. These games are the ones where they can put some points on. Even the Dolphins game, they can put some points on in that game. And then they've obviously got a difficult game against the Bulldogs coming up in about 2 weeks' time. So yeah, that's the Warriors. They're just in a stage where we need to see how they go with Tanner Boyd on a consistent level. Last week wasn't his greatest. The week before that, he had a good game. We just need to see this Warriors attack start to get a lot better going into the backstretch. Now, for the Titans, Arama Howe, Jacob Alakwinki, Josh Paxton, and Sean Mullaney come in, with the outs being Lofiana Khan-Pereira, David Fafita, Sam Verrills, and Tina Fa'asil-Malawi. So if it didn't hurt enough, as the Titans have been so poor this season in 17th position, if that didn't hurt enough with how poorly they've been, well, now you've got 4 big players out that are usually amongst the team. Obviously, especially Tino, who is an Origin representative and an international. David, who is an Origin representative, not this year, but last year, and an international. Sam Verrills, who's won an NRL competition with the Sydney Roosters, and then Lofiana Khan-Pereira, who is obviously flying for tries when he is on the field. Now, the fullback is AJ Brimson, with the wingers being Jalen de Groot and Philip Sami. Centres are Brian Kelly and Jojo Fafita. The 5'8" is Kieran Foran, who is the captain, with the halfback being Jaden Campbell. Props are Mwaki Fodawaker and Jamin Jolliffe, with the number 9 being Chris Randall, who comes in from the back row. Now he is the starting hooker. It was originally meant to be Sean Mullaney, but obviously Des has decided to push Chris Randall into the hooker where he used to be. Back row is Bo Firma, and coming off the bench, Jacob Alakwinki. He is now starting, and the 13 is Khalees Haas. Interchange of Regan Campbell-Gillard, Isaac Fa'asul-Malawi, Josh Paxton, and Sean Mullaney, with the 18th man replacement being Arama Howe. And the coach is Des Hasler. And this is actually his 500th game coaching. So hopefully the Titans can give it a little bit of a crack. Obviously, he had an absolute slap up at the end of the game last week against the Tigers. When the Titans lost there, he really kind of went in hard on them. And look, rightfully so, with the way the situation is. He absolutely lost his mind in the dressing rooms. But hopefully they can turn up here for his 500th. Look, the Titans do have a pretty good record against the Warriors. They did beat them twice last year, one of which being a 66-6 win at Seabus Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. The other one here at Auckland, Mount Smart Stadium. Sorry, it's not Mount Smart's Go Media now, but at Go Media. They won 27-24. I was there for it, obviously. I was at every game last year. But I was in New Zealand and we won on Anzac Day, which was an absolutely amazing game there for us because we hadn't actually won a game at that point of the season. We were 0-7 when we travelled over to New Zealand and then obviously went there and got our first win to go 1-7, which was fantastic. And they won 27-24. So they do have a good record against the Warriors of late. The Warriors, they had a great record over the Titans in the 2010s, and now it's kind of switched around. But with that being said, realistically speaking, you have to tip the Warriors here today. You have to. And that's not only on the basis that the Titans are poor, but the Warriors need it. Like, they need to really start proving themselves, because I don't know if they have gotten to a point where they've actually proven themselves, where people are saying the Warriors can win the competition. Now, Warriors fans, you're going to say that, of course, you know, and you're well and truly entitled to say that and believe that, and I hope you do. You know, I want you to have that positivity, because the other fans, they're not going to have that same kind of positivity, right? So the point is that you're going to say that, but from a neutral perspective, the Warriors, for me, haven't gone and actually proven their shit. They've proven their stuff at this point of the season. So now that we're into the final 7 games, now you really need to do it, and you're at a point where you're taking on some pretty easy teams that you should be doing over. You should be doing over, and for the, you know, on its merit, you did beat the Tigers, and also you did beat the Newcastle Knights. But again, we just need to see that solidity and that real confirmation that the Warriors are here to play in the back end. Now the Titans, obviously, yeah, they lost last week 21-20 to the Tigers. They lost the week before that 26-14. I could go through this and just continuously talk about losses. You know, that's what the Titans are this year. Most years, to be fair. But I could keep going through. The last win that they had was against Manly, funnily enough, 28-8 back at Seabus on round 15 on the 13th of June. But outside of that, that's their only win since the first couple of rounds of the season. You know, they actually started 2-1. They had a bye, then they lost the Dogs, and they beat the Knights, and they beat the Roosters. And then since the 28th of March, the Titans have only won one game, and that was against Manly, 28-8 at Seabus. So, look, I back my team in. I always will support my team. I will criticise them. I will absolutely criticise them, and it's justified in criticising this team, and you'll probably hear about it plenty today. But at the end of the day, I do have to tip the Warriors here, and I will tip them 13+. I will, because they should. They have to. And if they don't, it tells us a lot about the Warriors, not about the Titans. We know what the Titans are. We are very well aware what the Gold Coast Titans are. But the Warriors, they are a top 4 team. They're lucky, well, they're not lucky, but they're grateful the Broncos lost yesterday, because it takes a little bit of pressure off of them. Obviously, if they lose, the Panthers will get closer, but the point of the matter is that the Warriors just need to win this game 13+, and if they don't, it's going to tell us a lot more about them than anybody else. Now, in regards to the ladder, the Titans, they're in 17th position on 14 points. Now, they're actually 2 wins behind the rest of the competition, because the Rabbitohs still have a bye to come, and so do the Newcastle Knights, who are on 16 points above them. Technically, the Titans can actually go into 16th place today. They could actually even technically go into 15th, but it's just not going to be happening. The Rabbitohs are on minus 149 points differential. The Titans are on minus 157 points differential, and the Knights are on minus 90. So forget the Knights, but the Titans, if they were to win this game by 7 points or more, they would, for the time being, go above the Rabbitohs, and that's pretty much as far as they can go. They'd have to win by 60 points to go above the Knights. It's just not happening. So they would need, to win this game by 7 points or more. But the Rabbitohs do play the Sharks later on today, and you just got to hope that Sharkies get a good win there to push them down. But the Titans would have to obviously win. If they lose this game, they will be in last, and that spoon is just pretty much, nearing enough. There'll be 6 games left after this, and the spoon's just waiting at that point. Now, the Warriors, on the other hand, they're in the top 4. They're in 4th position. On their own, on 30 points, they've got a plus 36 points differential. If they were to lose this game, they will stay just simply in 4th. However, the Panthers play the Tigers right after this, and if the Panthers win, they'll be within 3 points, which is starting to get a bit nerve-wracking there for the Warriors, and means that they are susceptible to dropping out, especially with their points differential. Then again, the Panthers are on their uneven 25, so the points differential doesn't really matter. But for the argument, the Panthers are still a better points differential with the plus 45. So the Warriors lose, they'll stay 4th, but it will start getting nervous with Penrith. Then if they win this game, they would have to win by 53 points to go above the Bulldogs. They're on 32 points. The Storm are on 32 points, but that's well out of reach. That's plus 222 comparatively. So the Warriors would have to have a 170-point win here. Even more. Actually, it is even more. It's actually about 190 odd points that had to win by the government Storms. That's just simply not happening, right? But the point of the matter is that the Warriors, if they win, will just more than likely be staying in 4th position. But the Dogs play Manly tomorrow. If Manly won and Warriors got a good enough win, maybe they do go above them. But this is a game they have to be targeting for a points differential boost. But alright, guys, there you go. That is the preview for today's game. The Titans have come out onto the field, and the Warriors are about to come out now as well. Look, God help us. I'll still support this team, but there's no confidence right now. And if you're a Warriors fan, you have to be expecting you win this game by a country mile. But alright, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. I do need a bit of a tissue, actually. I do need a bit of a tissue, not only for my tears today, but also because I've still got a little bit of a runny nose. But I'll get into the chat in 1 second. Let's do that. This laptop is actually situated on top of a tissue box, so it helps greatly. But alright, let's get in the chat. Warriors are coming out here onto the field. And there we go. Alright, move this bad boy across. Take it easy, me, hey, Warriors fans, for the love of God, please. Leave me alone. Don't forget the scoreboard, Jay says. Mate, I've never forgotten the scoreboard in my life, actually. My life is actually dedicated to the scoreboard. Like, if I told you about my passions, it wouldn't be the Titans, it wouldn't be rugby league, it wouldn't be sport. It would be actually refreshing the scoreboard, Jay. Yeah, no, that's my life goals and life dreams and accomplishments. Brenton says, I did watch the game and Tanner did miss. No. This is a serious channel here, Brenton. What do you think this is? Tanner, was I streaming? Did you see it on BK Sport? Did you see Tanner Boyd miss? He does not miss. He does not miss. It's not possible Tanner Boyd does not miss, man. Brenton, this is a serious channel, mate. You got to start really getting serious and using the old noggin. Dasmate says, Waz won 14 straight New South Wales Cup. FYI, glad New Zealand is in the New South Wales Cup. Love New Zealand, New South Wales. Okay, well, there's a bit of propaganda there for the New Zealand Warriors. But the Titans will receive the ball here off the kickoff at the 10. And Jamin Jolliffe, he'll bring it out at the 25. And also, to add on to why the Warriors should be winning this game by a country mile, is not only they're playing 17th, but no Tina Fa'asuamaleaui is huge. Obviously, we know the situation with Dave. Alofiana Campero is also a big name, and Sam Verrills is also a massive name there for the Titans, and he's been one of the better players in the, he's been given it a red-hot crack this year. So, although the Titans aren't going well, those are some massive outs that make it even less convincing. And it would be even worse of a loss for the Warriors if the Titans were able to get the win here. And now at the 40 for the Titans, Cleese Hart will roll it back to Chris Randall, and Chris Randall gives it to AJ Brimson, who will be at the 45 on fit tackle. Daniel Ranson says, hello Blaze, hope you're going well. Going all right, man. I'm in Vietnam right now. Beautiful view out there of Vung Tau. It's just, unfortunately, I'm still just getting over this last little bit of sickness. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad at the moment. But Charles Neil Clockstad will grab the ball and he'll bring it out at the 25 on first tackle. Logan Ballsack says, Def, one of the games that Titans should be winning. What world are you living in? Should be winning considering their record against Warriors and in New Zealand, but I also would love to see Tanner win against his old club. Should be winning is a ludicrous statement. That is a ludicrous statement to be making, that the Titans should be winning this game, lagging. Third tackler at the 40. We should be at like 10-1 underdogs to win this game. We win this game, it's a miracle. It's a miracle in bloody, what month is it? July? Yeah, it is July. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Fourth tackle at the 50 should be winning. Titans should be winning. It's crazy. Fifth tackle now at the 40. Aaron Clark, good post contact there at the 35. I have loved the Warriors, man. I don't hate the Warriors. Obviously I've got two lads there, and Aaron Clark and Tanner Boyd, who I'd love to see successful. And, I don't have a problem with New Zealand. They were very welcoming to me when I was in Auckland last year. That's going to be Philip Sami taking the ball at the 10, first tackle. Very welcoming in New Zealand last year, even though we won. There was just amazing people, man. So, no, I have no problem with the Warriors actually winning this, and I want to see the Warriors do well this year. If it wasn't for my mum's team, Ben the Sharks, the Warriors and my second team I'd be backing in the finals. Not that I think they're going to win the comp, but I'd love to see them do it. So third tackle now for the Titans at the 20, and they'll go to Jacob Alec-Winky, and he'll bring this ball out now to the 30, and it'll be fourth tackle. Michael says, Eels came back. Good game. Great game last night. No, that was a fantastic game last night between the Eels and the Broncos. The Eels just were the better team, and they looked pretty good. They looked pretty good, man. So fifth tackle here for the Titans, and Jaden Campbell puts that ball into the corner, where easy grab there for Roger Tuivasa-Sheck at the 20, and he'll bring this ball out here to the 30. Laurie says, agree Blaze, reach the finals, then game, high game, Tanner Boyd's the man. Tanner Boyd's the man. Tanner Boyd is the man. Second tackle now for the Warriors at the 42. By the way, I did refresh that scoreboard, but it didn't refresh, Jay. So don't start. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did refresh it before, so I've refreshed it again, but I did refresh it before. You should do. I haven't seen any of your comments. I haven't seen. Oh yeah, by the way, Spartacus, yeah, you do realise that other people watch other streams, right? You can see your comments. First tackle now for the Warriors, and they're going to bring this ball here to the 25. I can really care less what you have to say, Spartacus. Second tackle now for the Warriors, 25 metres out. Aleka Halasima is going to roll this ball back into Wade Egan. And here's their first attacking opportunity of the game. Channel Harris to Vita to Tanner Boyd. Tanner Boyd gets it to Murata Niokore. And Niokore is going to be 18 metres away here from the line, third tackle. 4 minutes in. Wade Egan up to Aaron Clark. And Aaron Clark with a strong run to the 10. Fourth tackle now for the Warriors. They're there. Wade Egan, he'll go to Tanner Boyd. Tanner Boyd at the back here to Channel Harris to Vita. Harris to Vita off to... Oh, that's just too easy. That's just too easy. And that's going to be a try time for the Warriors, Adam Pompey. That is going to be a try time for the Warriors, Adam Pompey. And it's 4-0 with a kick to come already. God help us. Please, everything almighty, I need you to protect us today. I need you to protect us today because that was just... The defense just wasn't muscled up. The intensity just wasn't there. And Adam Pompey has just walked over the line. Like, he just steps inside and goes over the line there from 5 metres out. So, good start there for the Warriors. 5 minutes in. And it is 4-0 with a kick to come. But I will put it out there. I've got to give some positivity to my team and say that the Warriors did lead 12-0 last year in New Zealand before the Titans won the game there. So, throw something out, please. Throw something out. Anything. Santa says, Titans winning this Titans winning this, I have a similar feeling as I did with the Eels last night. Well, not a great start. Yeah, not a great start with the old feeling, Sundo. I'm feeling a bit numb. Yeah, feeling a little bit numb, to be honest with you. Dazmate says, Des wouldn't have blown up if they didn't wear undies in the shower. Do you realise that pretty much every team does this? Do you realise that pretty much every team, buddy, goes in like that? Michael says, the Wars have 2 games against the Titans left. Oh, do we play you guys twice? I don't know if we do. I think we only play you... Oh, surely you play at Seabus because it's a massive crowd there always when Titans play Warriors. Yeah, okay, there is. Yeah. The Titans play the Warriors in round 25 at Seabus. I was going to say, the NRL will always... By the way, Tanner Boyd doesn't miss. Here we go. Take this, Brenton, from the left-hand side. Tanner Boyd doesn't miss. I've never seen him miss in my life. And he does not miss. Take that, Eslick. Smack that. Look at me celebrating, buddy Warriors. Look at me get behind the Wars. Laurie says, agree, Blaze. As a Wars fan, need to show we top 4 and a hard-fought wins in the finals. Absolutely. Well, I don't even think about finals just at the moment. I think right now it's just about really solidifying yourself as a team and convincing everybody that you guys are the real deal. And it's like, at the end of the day, who gives a shit about what everybody says? Who gives a shit about what I say? But from a neutral perspective, this is just an opinion via watching all their games. It's like the Sharks. The Sharks win games, but they don't convince a great deal of people that they are the real deal. And they're a lot lower on the table, but the point of the matter is that the Sharks were predicted to be higher, much higher on the table. Most people had the Warriors very low this year, but they've surprised everyone. Second tackle here for the Warriors, and they're at the 30. Take that, Eslick. Don't you dare ever insult Tanner Boyd ever again. Brocky says, Titans 13 plus, Greg Bird anytime try scorer. Yeah, liking a bit of Greg Bird, liking a little bit of Anthony Don. I'm really feeling a nice try to Chalky today. And I tell you what, Kevin Gordon's on fire. Kevin Gordon is on fire. So 4th tackle here for the Warriors. They're at the 45 on the Titans side of the field. And now Wade Egan will be taken down at the 38. And it's going to be a high tackle. Oh, it's a great start here for the Gold Coast. Great start. Jason, you sure you sorted the scoreboard? Are you drunk? Not drunk today, but I did actually tell you about this. I did refresh it. I did, but it has been refreshed again, all right? So please, let me live my life, Let me live my life. JTJ has come back to GC, Tanner and Aaron. No, I want better for him. They deserve better, especially, Aaron Clark. He's been having an incredible year this year, and Tanner Boyd's a hard worker, and it just wasn't the... Unfortunately, we just couldn't get it out of him on the Gold Coast. Second tackle now for the Warriors, and they're going to be 15 metres out of the line. All right, Titan, let's see this defence. Gold Coast. Out to the back, Tanner Boyd, good pass to Chance Newell-Klukstad, and he's going to be 5 metres away from the line, third tackle. Oh, come on. Come on, man. And now Johns is going to roll it back to Wade Egan, 5 metres away, out the back into Aaron Clark. Aaron Clark goes at himself, and he'll be 2 metres away from the line for tackle. Please show some defence here, lads. Wade Egan at the back into Tanner Boyd. Tanner Boyd, not the play from Tan there, and Channel Harris Tavita will be taken down to the 10. Jojo Fafita, great defence. He's been the best player for the Titans this season. Yeah, the best player, clearly. Tanner Boyd is going to be in a good area, which is going to force a forced drop out. That's a nice kick. Nice kick there from Tan. Ronald says, how many minutes gone? There is 8 minutes gone. Dasmate says, Reece Welsh, unblock me, you prick. Well, I'd message him to unblock you, but unfortunately he's blocked me too, so I can't message him to unblock you. Jay says, you shut your dirty mouth. I will never, not me, never. It's really abrasive, mate. Just trying to live my life over here, you know. So Jaden Campbell will go for the long kick here to the 48. You're starting to see teams go away from that short dropout a lot more now. And James Fisher-Harris will get the ball to the 30. It's just unlucky the Dragons didn't think about that before they play the Bulldogs. That's going to be a 6 again for sure. That's going to be a 6 again for sure. Yep, it is. So Wade Egan, 20 metres out. Mikey Fodawaker was not square at marker. They go to the right. Channel Harris, Avita, Aaron Clark. And now Jackson Ford is 15 metres away, second tackle. Aloy says, up the wires, keep it up. Prey says, if it keeps going like this, don't worry about refreshing the scoreboard. No, we don't like to refresh the scoreboard over here. And Leka Halasima will score a try. I'm turning the scoreboard off. You know what, Jay? I want to tell you this. I want to say this to you. How about you think about my mental health and my feelings by not telling me to refresh the scoreboard, because I'm going to have to see the scoreboard just tick up and tick up and tick up and up and up and up and up today, because Leka Halasima has just owned Newcastle and now he owns the damn well Gold Coast. Yeah, gee whiz, Jay, we talk about men's mental health. What do you think this is doing to me? What do you think the scoreboard's doing to me now? Yeah, boycott the scoreboard. I'm here for that. So 10 minutes into the first half here, 10-0 to the Warriors. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And it is looking like it's going to be a very, very slippery, slidey, dangerous game here today for the Titans fans. Gary says, g'day everyone, long time no chat. How you all doing? We are doing. I'm not going to tell you I'm doing great with what I'm watching. But 10 minutes in, 30 minutes to go of the first half. Hit that like button and subscribe. How about that? Then I'll be doing all right. Brenton says, Tanner has beaten the clock, gee whiz. Hey, guess what, Brenton? Guess what? Tanner does not miss. Tanner doesn't miss. Gee whiz. I've been saying this for like 4 years on this channel. You still haven't clocked on. You still haven't clocked on to Tanner Boyd not missing. He does not miss. So Tanner here, 1 from 1 today. And Tanner will... Oh, there's a bird over there. I just saw a bird. There's a bird over there. Okay, I'll come back to the game. Sorry, a bird just flew past my my window. So, I don't know, it's 10-0 right now. 10-0 to the Warriors. That was a really cool bird. Wow. That was a really cool bird. All right, I'll come back. All right, so 10-0 here to the Warriors with 30 minutes to go here the first half. Brenton says Lecco should be exempt from the NRL. Yeah, well, he owns multiple teams. Brenton says, what type of bird was it? I don't know, it's already gone, mate, but I think it's probably swirling around, so just maybe the next Warriors try. I think it's like a celebratory thing for the Warriors that they're doing here in Vietnam. Maybe that might be what's going on. But anyway, I'm not too sure why it's still 10-0, but it is 10-0. They must have forfeited the kick, the Warriors. They must have forfeited the kick. So it's going to be right near Corey now, and he'll get this ball to the 20 on second tackle. Aloy says, let's go Warriors up the wires. Mitchell says, here comes the Halasima circle jerk for the next 10 years. Well, how about this? Good offload there from the Warriors, and Wade Egan now will get this ball to the 40 on third tackle. How about this? I ask you this question, Mr. Mitchell. Would you rather a circle jerk of Leka Halasima, or would you rather a circle jerk of Lachlan Galvin? You've got a 1-on-1 here. You can circle jerk Mr. Halasima, or you can circle jerk Galvin. It's your choice, Mitchell. We can do one or the other. Fifth tackle now. And now Tanner Boyd puts that ball up in the air. And decent enough kick, but Sammy will grab the ball at the 13. Dasmate says, Sam Walker doesn't miss is what you'd say if you're a Muppet. I have made that man miss. Pro says, very un-Gold Coast-like so far from the first place Titans. I know, it's getting a bit ludicrous to be fair. I think we're just letting them have a little bit of false sense of security before we come slap them, late. That's what the Titans usually do. We're a very good second half team, just ask the Dolphins. So third tackle now for the Titans, and Cleese Haas will bring it to the 35. Fourth tackle. AJ Brimson off to Jimmy Jolliffe. Go, Jimmy! Gives it off to Jaden Campbell. Jaden Campbell's away the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25. Come on, Jojo! Go, Jojo! Go, Jojo! You big, beautiful man, Mr. Jojo Fafita with the try time. And the Titans will score. Let's go, Jojo. 10-4 with a kick to come. 10-4 with a kick to come. Let's go, Jojo Fafita. Great run from Jimmy Jolliffe. Great offload from Jimmy to Jaden Campbell. Jaden Campbell breaks through, and then Jojo gets over the line. I did say that last year, the 27-24 at Auckland, that the Titans won on Anzac Day, they went down 12-0 very early, and then the Titans just found their way back into it and got over the top of them 27-24. That was a really nerve-wracking game because the last 15 minutes of that game was camped inside the Titans' defensive 20. Like, that game in Auckland last year was camped. There was tents. There was like a Tomorrowland festival in the Titans' defensive 20 for the last 15 minutes of that game, but they held out, so there you go. Up the Tars, Bo. Exactly right. Get around the Tars. Mintberry says Titans get their first and only try of the game. Yeah, no, first and only try probably the rest of the season. But, we're still here. Lucas says, hard not to go crazy with the plays he makes, to be fair, Mitchell. Yeah. And also with the fan base. Like, this is the thing. The Bulldogs have a massive fan base and a very passionate fan base that, yes, the Gold Coast get the conversion. It's 10-6. 10-6, and it's 27 minutes to go in the first half. At least we're not down 50-0 already. It was looking likely. It was looking very, very likely. Gary says, anyone going to watch the Lions versus Wallabies later? 100k at the MCG. Sure, but I tell you, Australians just don't really care about rugby union anymore. But I understand that's a huge crowd, but I guarantee you a lot of them will be obviously English, Welsh, Scottish, and Irish, even though I don't believe that too many of the Welsh should be going, considering they don't have a single player in the team. But, people still don't really kind of get too heavily around rugby union. I might be one of the only fans in the entire country who still backs in the Wallabies. Wade Egan's gone off for a HIA and the Titans. Jimmy Jolliffe will get this ball out here to the 18. Justin says, ready for a repeat of Anzac Day last year. Hopefully, mate. That was one of my favourite games of all time, but I think that was because that was my first time in New Zealand. The fans were very welcoming over there. I love the Māori culture and the New Zealand culture, and I just had a great time. And I went to the All Blacks experience in Auckland, which was awesome. Good offload there for the Titans. Third tackle here for AJ Brimson at the 45. Had a great time in Auckland, man. So fourth tackle here for the Titans, and they're at the 40 on the Warriors side of the field. Set restart. Come on, Gold Coast. Come on, Gold Coast. So it's going to be first tackle at 42, and the referee says to take it back a couple. Benjamin says, you see the Lions' Suns score. No, let me know. What's the score? What's the score? Go to Sunnies. Hopefully the Sunnies are doing all right. Laurie says Brenton Eslick. But he's him up at that bloke. Out to the left-hand side, Aaron Clark. Kieran Foran, short ball. Bowie Firma, great run to the 24. Third tackle. Titans on the attack. Suns 95, Lions 37. Up the Gold Coast. Get on the Sunnies. Khalees Haas now, fourth tackle. He'll be at the 15. They just lost by 50 to the Adelaide Crows last week as well. That's a crazy little turnaround. Fourth tackle now for the Titans, Bo Firma. Now 6 again. Jaden Campbell, 5 minutes out. Come on, Gold Coast. Come on, Gold Coast. Give it a crack. Give it a crack. Chris Randall out to Mikey Fodawaker. And Fodawaker is going to be 5 minutes away from the line. Second tackle. Warriors defense is one of the best defenses in the league. Let's see if the Titans can crack him, especially with the bottom four attack. Kieran Foran out the back here. AJ Brimson over the top here. Go, 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 go! Come on, Phil Summer, you bet! Come the fuck on! Come on, 10-10 with a kick to come. Let's get it, baby. Come on. Let's get it. How about it, lads? How about it? I'll pop what we cover every game here, man. We'll be live for the Rabbitohs Sharks game later on today. But the Titans, Kieran Foran and Bo Firma, Kurt Catewell rushed out of the line, misses the tackle, and they get the ball over the top to Phil Sami. Come on. Dylan says we should be able to see the game. You should be able to get a job. So it's going to be 10-10 here with the kick to come. 10-10 with a kick to come. And Titans at least giving it a crack here. You know, something to see. Something to see. And hopefully we can get the kick here to take the lead. Brian says, show them Warriors 9+ first half. To win by 9+? To win by 9+ at the first half? Hey, maybe. But right, if you just needed them to score 9+, they've already got it. Bretton says, why is crumbling right now? Well, the first 10 minutes, I thought we were going to get done by 90. I thought we were going to get done by 90 at halftime. Not 9+, 90+ at halftime. And now it's 10-10, and Jaden Campbell to go for the conversion here from the far left side touchline. This was the game last year as well, where I was on TV the whole game. That was funny. So Jaden Campbell here from the sideline. He will... No, he's going to miss the kick. He will miss the kick, so it stays 10-10, 17 minutes into the game. Yeah, Gold Coast showing some fight. Yeah, get around the Titans fans in the crowd. It ain't easy going to away games like this as one of the lone fans of a club, I can promise you. Take my advice of it. You know what I'm saying? I know how it feels. Brian says, show them. Oh, that's right. Levi says, I had Philip Sami first, second, or third try. Bad beat. Oh, yeah, fourth try of the game. Yeah, you're right. That's a bad beat. So Tanner Boyd here from the half to kick this ball off from halfway. And beautiful day there in Auckland. And Jacob Alec-Winky grabs the ball. Tough kick to grab, actually. And he'll get this ball to about 28 metres out. Bo says, Mike to buy some grand final tickets now. Hey, listen, is it even mathematically possible? 24 points to 14. 5 wins. It's not mathematically possible, but it is. It is, but it's not. Because other teams obviously will play each other in that mix. Fourth tackle now for the Titans, and Bo Firma will get this ball to about 48 metres away from their own line. Fourth tackle. Brenton says, Waz edges have been soft lately in defence. Well, Kurt Catewell was a big reason for that one just then. He darted out of the line, and they were just able to get around him and pass the ball over to Philip Sami with the nice little lofty. And now it will be Warriors who grab the ball at the 10. Chance Newell Clockstad tries to get around, but he will get taken down about, 10 metres out. Making good metres. No, it was a good set. Look, I hope that the Titans they have come to play a bit here. Like, it didn't in the first 10 minutes, but they woke up, and I hope they're playing for Desi today. Like, look, I know people have their opinions about Des Hasler, but at the end of the day, I know he's passionate. I know he does actually want to, help this club. I don't believe that he's been given full reins of the club. I've said this for a very long time. I've said this for years. When Steve Mitchell came out and said that we have a team to win the competition, or a team to go up there and win the comp, and not to make Des wasn't allowed to make too many changes, and obviously you haven't seen too many changes, and I don't believe that the Titans gave him full reign. But ultimately, he's had a very successful career, whether it be at the Bulldogs, don't care what Dogs fans have to say, but he was successful at the Dogs, getting to 2 grand finals in 3 years. He obviously has won multiple premierships with Manly. And probably would have been still at Manly if it wasn't for that gay pride fiasco. 6 again for the Titans, and they're at the 33, where he was let down by the whole club was let down by a decision-making process from the executives, the corporates, who always think they know better than everybody else just because they've got some corporate degree. So second tackle now, 22 metres out here from the line. 3 set restarts for the Titans, 2 set restarts for the Warriors. The Titans again on the attack. Sean Mullaney on the field. Gets it to Kieran Foran, Bo Firma. And Bo Firma is 10 metres away from the line. Third tackle. Mullaney gives it out to Kieran Foran, 10 metres out. Foz, he goes at himself, offloads it. Khalees Haas, not the offload, but offload from Khalees Haas to Jaden Campbell. JC pushes away from 1, and he'll be taken down 9 metres away from the line. 4 tackle. Come on, Gold Coast. What a little flurry they've had in this last 5 minutes. Khalees Haas to Kieran Foran. Foran kicks it over the top here for Bo Firma. Will the bounce sit up? It will, yes, it will. So it will drop out. It will be a dropout here from the Warriors to the Titans. They are on a flurry at the moment. 20 minutes into the first half, 20 minutes to go. Obviously, hit that like button and subscribe if you are new around here. Warriors fans who might be new to this channel, or the ones who watch know, but this is obviously just a very different game to listen to me commentate, because at the end of the day, I am a Titans fan. But when it's not the Titans playing, it's not really against you. Santa says making good meters. David says Warriors will choke like last year when they lost by 60. Gee whiz. Well, that's going to go 10, and then that's going to be a knock-on for the Warriors, and it's going to be Khalees Haas. No. Oh, they're going to say play on, but it's definitely a knock-on from the Warriors. What? Anyway, there was a knock-on from the Warriors there, but the Warriors will get the ball here at the 24. Don't know how. How on earth have they not called that knock-on against the Warriors? But anyway, first tackle now for the Warriors. They'll be 30 minutes out. They actually said it was a knock-on at the end of the day by the Titans. It was a knock-on from the Titans, but it was after like 2 knock-ons for the Warriors. Anyway. Tyrone says Sharks are going to absolutely murder the Rabbitohs. I'm just trying to manifest a win. Yeah, no, I've definitely, the old manifestation. Good luck with that. Good luck with that one. I've manifested plenty of Titans wins, and they've thrown away 26-0 leads. So 4th tackle leave of the Warriors at the 40. I think the Sharks should absolutely pump the Rabbitohs, but it's a bit of an awkward game there. it's a little bit of an awkward game for the Sharks. They don't usually like to travel to places like Gosford, and I don't know. I think they win. The Sharks are such an awkward team because they're just all over the shop all the time. Philip Sami, they should be better. The better captain goes down with the ship, so I'm tipping the Sharks. First tackle now at the 10. Laurie says Titans doing it for Kieran. Why for Kieran? Oh, to be fair, this is his last ever game in New Zealand. Yeah, you're right. This is his last ever game in New Zealand. And now Jaden Campbell will get this ball. Not Jaden Campbell, Jalen de Groot gets the ball out to the 20 on third tackle. Not a great deal of metres on this set. Lagan says Titans playing like the bloody Dynasty Panthers. Well, they're first place for a reason, Lagan. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're first place for a reason. Let's not forget it. And now Regan Campbell-Gillard, he needs to be doing a lot more for the Gold Coast Titans. He will get this ball now to the 45 on fifth tackle. Hem Prasad says Sharks will lose. I disagree, mate. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to disagree. Considering the Rabbitohs are now having to put an English half back in, they're not. If you're not confident about an English half, not confident about an English back, and you're forced to kind of play him, there's usually a problem there, because usually English backs don't come over and transition well into us Warriors fans with Sam Tompkins, but usually English backs don't transition well into the NRL. And that's usually from ones who people are confident on. So if you're not confident on Lewis Dodd and he's an English back, I have worries, but we'll see today. We'll see. Cal J's up the Titans. They're doing all right now, mate. Giving it a crack. Tanner Boyd, it's what we asked for. Leka Hadasima, he'll be 25 metres away here from their own line. From the Titans line. Campbell Gillard came on for Fodawaker, by the way. All right. Mr. Tanner Boyd with a lofty kick to about the 5, but Philip Sami with an easy grab. It'll be first tackle for the Gold Coast. Aloy says Warriors are 4th place, Titans are 17th place. Come on. No, Aloy. Titans are 1st place, as you can see. Come on. You just got to look at the screen. You know, just if you look at the screen, you'll see a bit of a difference there. Second tackle now for the Titans at the 10. And Jalen de Groot, he'll get this ball to the 15. The Warriors are starting to muscle up and get a bit more intensity, keeping the Titans down in this area, which will give the Warriors good field position. That's a good run there from Regan Campbell-Gillard, though. And he'll be getting the offload away, too. Great offload. They give it to Kieran Foran. And Kieran Foran to the 33. That's what we need to see from RCG. Sean Mullaney, good one to AJ Brimson. Did I just say good one? Well, good one or good run. Same thing. Laurie says, what I like with the Titans is for Kieran, they show him pride even though they're at the bottom of the ladder, but the Wars need this game and so far, spam. Well, I would say that if anything, they're showing pride for... Well, I would hope they're showing pride for Desi Hasler, because it's his 500th game of coaching tonight, which is just insane. It's a spectacular achievement. Tanner Boyd out of the right side. He makes a break. He goes out to Kurt Catewell. Philip Sami has tripped him up before he could get away. He's still going here, but that was nice from Phil Sami because I thought Kurt Catewell was going to get around him. So second tackle now for the Warriors. They're 33 metres out, and this is what I was saying. The Warriors were muscle up in the middle, and they were keeping the Titans down to their 20 through that set, which has now got the Warriors into a really good field position. They get the offload away. And it's Tamati Martin off to Chandler Klokstad. Nearly knocked that ball on, but he kept it. Third tackle now, 18 metres out. Shows some defensive resolve here, Gold Coast. Out to Tanner Boyd. Tanner then to Chanel Harris to Vida. Then knock on, Leka Hadasima. Come on, Gold Coast. Come on. Knock on, Leka Hadasima. Titans get back the ball. Oliver Gildart's an exception, Mitchell. Oh, yeah, that's right. So he's still a young lad. How old is Oliver Gildart? Yeah. Oliver Gildart, age... And Oliver Gildart is 28. Wow, 28, like he's in the prime of his career. Which club is he playing for, Mitchell? Which club is that English back playing for right now? He must be absolutely flying in the NRL. I'm surprised. We obviously watch every game here on the channel, but I just can't seem to think which club Oliver Gildart, the player. I don't even want to shit on Oliver Gildart, but I just want to shit on Mitchell. Like, this next stream should be pretty good. It's just unfortunate that the 7:30 game will be probably a shitter. I think the Panthers whoop them, the Tigers, but the game after that, yeah, hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully it's a good game. Wade Egan failed his HIA, so he will not be back today. Wade Egan will not be back today. Jeff Jackson says, hey Blaze, how's Lecker going, mate, with a winky face? Don't know why you're winking, because he just knocked the ball on. 4th tackle now for the Titans at the 50. I'm not sure why you're trying to give me grief about Leka Hadasima. Like, I'm grateful for him. He just knocked the ball on. So that's a forward pass from the Titans, unfortunately, and it will be Warriors ball here at the 50. Sean Mullaney threw it forward. Mitchell says he was too good. He had to go back to England. Oh, he went back to England. Oh, okay. Well, Super League is a lot better of a league than the NRL, isn't it, Mitchell? It really is. Largan says, Gildart 2022 Roosters days were prime time. Yeah, real prime time. No, they were really scary stuff. That was really scary stuff. Every time. I feel bad for the bloke because I'm not even meaning to talk shit on him. I'm just really emphasising the point I made before by having taken the piss out of Mitchell. But that's because Oliver Gildart was originally at the Tigers and Mitchell is a Tigers fan, so he's just circle jerking the Tigers ultimately. First tackle now for the Warriors. To Muddy Martin, off to Aaron Clark, and it's now going to be second tackle here at the 35. Also, I like Leka Halasima, so I didn't even know what the winky face was about, but I like Leka Halasima. So out to Muddy Martin, then the Warriors will be 22 metres out here from the line. Let's see if they can get it done this time, and that probably should be 6 again. It is going to be 6 again for the Warriors. Lovely, Jimmy, lovely. First tackle now for the Warriors, and they're going to be 13 metres away here from the line. Not a fan of Leka. Brenton, as a Newcastle Knights fan, you need to remind yourself that he owns Newcastle, all right? So don't you ever be disrespectful towards your daddy ever again. Second tackle now for the Warriors, and they're 8 metres out. Don't you ever, Brenton. First you insult Tanner Boyd, who doesn't miss, and next you insult Leka Halasima. Gee whiz, you're a Warriors hater, mate. That's a Warriors hater right there. It's also a GOAT hater. Don't ever hate Tanner. Out to the right-hand side. And the Warriors are going to be 10 metres away from the line. 4 tackle. Chance Neil Klokstad off to Tanner Boyd. Tanner Boyd now to Jackson Ford. And Jackson Ford 5 metres out looking for an offload. Can't get it though. Fifth tackle. Decent enough defence so far on this set from the Titans. But the Warriors now fifth tackle. Aaron Clark. And yes! Come on Gold Coast. Good defence. Good defence. They don't get the kick away. And they just get taken down 3 metres away from the line. Good stuff, Gold Coast. What a turnaround in the first 10 minutes of this game, mind you. First 10 minutes of this game, I thought the Titans were going to go slap. That was Vaimelga, who got taken down to the 3. Brenton says, I'll treat Leka like a stepfather. Yeah, fair enough, because your actual dad is the Gold Coast Titans, because we beat you twice this year. Second tackle now for the Titans. Now Bo Firma gets this ball to the 20. It'll be third tackle. Oh, it's a knock-on penalty. Come on. Yes, come on. Tanner Boyd's still working for the Titans. As he gives away the penalty there, and the Titans will get this ball to about the 50, I would assume. Dasmate says, there is about 2 people in the crowd for this NRLW game and watching normal Roosters game. Yeah, but the Titans women's beat the Warriors women's today. It's definitely a penalty against Tanner. He's still got his hands on top of him. Definitely a penalty. Dylan Lewis setting up the wires. Dasmate says, more prime time than Deion Sanders himself. Now, that's prime time, the old Deion Sanders. First tackle. Let's get a bit of Megatron Calvin Johnson in the mix. Cleese Haas. He'll be at the halfway point. Second tackle here for the Titans. Well, at least it's looking like a good game right now. We've had, 3 decent enough games. Like, the Cowboys and Dragons game was a shithouse game, but it was still close in the end. And a lot of points in it, just no defense. Same with the Storm Roosters, but that was a good game. 6 again for the Titans. First tackle, 2 metres out. Attack of the set here for the Gold Coast. Let's get it. And that Broncos-Eels game was fantastic. So hopefully we can have another fantastic game here. But you got to be disappointed for you, the Warriors. You would have expected to put a score on early doors and just kind of finish it up early and really enhance that points differential. Kieran Foran at the back now, Jaden Campbell. And Jaden Campbell, he's going to be 15 metres out, third tackle. And penalty, take the damn well 2, please, for the love of all that is mighty. Take the 2, and then call it quits. And just walk off the field and say that you feel like the game is over. All right? So that's a crusher from the Warriors and the Titans. You would assume take the 2 from right in front. 10 minutes to go here, the first half, 30 minutes gone. Hit that like button and subscribe. The Titans are about to take the lead here at 12-10. Get the Gold Coast fired up. Fire it up. Laurie says, Leka hopefully won't make mistakes for Tonga later this year. Oh, he's Tonga, is he? There you go. Junior says, you think the Titans can win? I didn't think so, but I also know that if they're going to win a game, it's a game that... The Titans are a type of team that will lose. And then when you're so fully off them, and you're so fully away and you know this team is just shit house, that's when they'll win. When you just have no sense of belief, no sense of hope anymore. So Titans will take the lead at 12-10. Let's go, JC. Gets the penalty. Titans take the lead. So when they're at their lowest of their lows, they'll go and beat a team that should never be losing to the Titans, and it just happens. Now, the Titans have a good record against the Warriors over recent years. They won 66-6 last year. They won 27-24 on Anzac Day in New Zealand last year as well. 2023, the Titans went down a man, Moeaki Fotuaika, in the game at like 20 minutes in, and were down by 12 points, and actually came back to tie it up with 7 minutes to go, despite being down a man for 60 minutes in the game. It was a send-off, and still competed. They did lose the game in the end, but ultimately it was a really close game between the two, where the Warriors ended up winning like 28-18 or something like that. But you go back to, I think we only played them once that year, but then you go back to 2022, and that was the year that Tanner Boyd, I think, kicked the field goal in the final game of the season, and the Titans actually beat them 20-18 earlier on in the year at Seabus as well. Yeah, it was 27-26. So the Titans have a good record against the Warriors recently, but you wouldn't have expected coming into this game the Titans have anything, because they've been dreadful recently. And I still expect the Titans to lose this game, mate. Let me put this out there. Like, I still fully 100% expect the Titans to lose this game, but, I'm just happy to see my team giving it a bit of a crack here against a top 4 team. But the Warriors, and this is what I said, they need to convince the people. They need to show that they are the real deal. But they struggled against the Knights last week as a bottom 4 team. They're currently struggling to a Titans team who's in last place. Titans kick it up, but the Warriors grab the ball at the 20, and Charles Newell-Clockstad will get this ball to the 25. They struggled to the Knights, but they got them. But that was a bottom 4 team. They were struggling to a last place Titans team. And the Tigers game, they beat them decently. But again, another bottom 4 team. Bo Firma, slow to get up here. He's in a little bit of trouble. God bless him. I think he's alright. I think he's just feeling a little... Maybe it's just his hip. Yeah, it was a really solid contact with the hip there. I don't think it's a HIA or anything. I thought it was just the real heavy contact into the hip. But maybe it is. Maybe he will have to come off for a HIA here, Bowie. Yeah, I don't know. Jeff says, Metcalf wishing he was out there. He'd be like, move aside, Tanner, let me show you how it's done. But, okay, Jeff, that's great, but the Warriors were a bottom 4 attack with Luke Metcalf. That's a fact. So it's like, sure, Luke Metcalf on his own merit has been having a great season, individually speaking, but the Warriors, with the halfback of Luke Metcalf, were a bottom 4 attacking team. They were a top 3 defensive team, but they were a bottom 4 attacking team. So that does have to have some responsibility and accountability on the halfback. And it's like Luke Metcalf was top of the Dally M's, but let's also not pretend that the Warriors weren't having troubles and problems with their attack when he was there. And I'm not saying that's only on him. I'm definitely not saying that's only on him, because he was playing well. But at the end of the day, you do have to hold accountability and responsibility towards your halfback when your attack is not flowing. And the Warriors' attack hasn't been flowing this season. So first tackle now for the Titans at the 8. Aloy Lakana says, come on, the Warriors, game is not over, bring it on. No, the game's not over by any means. There's nearly 50 minutes to go here, and the Titans aren't exactly renowned for holding out leads. Second tackle now, they're 10 metres out of the line. Their own line. Luke says up the Waz. Laurie says deserved lead come Waz. Mitchell says struggled against the Tigers. That 20-point deficit is a facade. It was an 8-point game for the majority of it. That's why I actually thought of that in the back of my mind, but I didn't say anything because I can't really remember that Warriors-Tigers game too well. And Alec Winky, big contact there between him and Alec Hasima, but he gets another 8 metres on the post contact. That's really good stuff there from Jacob Alec. And now they'll give it to AJ Brimson, and he'll be at the 45 on fit tackle. Les says, kia ora, bro, go to mighty New Zealand Warriors. Well, good luck, man. Obviously, I'm a Titans fan, but, I do like the Waz. So now the Warriors will get this ball here at the 20. And Roger Tuivasa-Sheck gets it out to the 30. Oh, they're gonna say Bowie Firma off for a HIA. Yeah. So Bowie Firma comes off here for a HIA. He will be back when the second half gets going. I don't know why Warriors fans are booing right now. He's coming off for a HIA. Why are there people booing in the crowd? I don't understand. Well, you think he decided to go for the HIA or what? You think he did? Luke Alexander says Warriors attack is poos and wheeze. Thank you, Luke. That was a really mature comment, that one. But the Warriors attack has struggled this season. Again, their defense is what's got them to their position. So Fotuaika comes on here for Firma. 6.5 minutes to go the first half. Third tackle for the Warriors at the 45. And Chancellor will clock start. He'll get his ball inside the attack and half. Jeff Jackson says, good point, BKR. Reminds me of the Knights. Maybe Brown with a fresh preseason and Ponga and Sharp. Oh, no, the Knights are a whole different team. They're similar in that regards, but their attack is just putrid. Like, the Warriors' attack is has been bad this season, so it's going to be Jalen DeGroot at the 11. But let's not compare it to the Knights' attack. Like, to compare, the Warriors' attack is bad at 375 points for. The Knights, they've got 266. They're the only team in the 200s. The next worst attacking team is the Rabbitohs at 315. So, no, I get the similar concept that you're getting at, but the Knights' attack is a whole new world. That's a whole new world. And I pray they're not putting Dylan Brown to the halfback, because he is not a halfback. He's a 5'8". He is a 5'8", but he's not a halfback. Full tackle now to 45, and they're two different roles. And so AJ Brimson, he'll get that ball to Kieran Foran. Brian Kelly, BK. He'll get the offload away. Good work, Kieran Foran now. Kieran Foran underneath to Phil Sami. Go, Phil. Go, Phil. Phil at 35. Then off to AJ Brimson, and he'll be taken down at 35. Good little bit of passing there from the Gold Coast, though. And now Jaden Campbell will put that ball into where about the 8 metres or so, and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck picks it, gives up to Chance, and Chance, he gets away, he's at the 20, the 25, taken down. Good stuff there by Jaden Campbell to lock him back. They give it off to Leka Halasima, and he'll be at the 38, second tackle. Slabbers coming to Titans. Get into him, Slabber. Get into him. Knights are allergic to 7s. Oh! Knock on from the Warriors. Roger. What you doing, Roger? Tuivasa-Sheck. He's knocked the ball on to the Titans. We're going to get an attack here. We're going to get an attacking opportunity. Let's go. Knock on out of nowhere from Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Amundos. Hey, I don't know how he's knocked that ball on. Like, it was right into the breadbasket. It was no pressure from the Titans. He's just dropped his lollies. The lollies are everywhere. I've never seen so many lollies everywhere. Lollies are just all over the floor. Sam says, Munna wave up the Waz. Laurie says, booing because the Titans on top. Yeah, but it's disrespectful to boo a player as he's going off the field for a HIA, for an injury, effectively. I don't know if that's what they were booing, but it was just a really awkward timing because they haven't booed all game, and then they booed when Bowie Firma was coming off the field. Meat pie before halftime be nice. It'd be massively nice, Jay. Oh, greatest meat pie of all time. Be like a shepherd's pie. Beautiful shepherd's pie. Second tackle, 30 metres out. Sean Mullaney out to Regan Campbell-Gillard, then to Kieran Foran. Kieran Foran across here to Jaden Campbell. And I don't know what JC's doing now. I think he knocked that ball on. I thought he probably knocked it on. I'm not too sure. The Warriors didn't really kick up too much of a fuss. I thought he might have into the body there, but they didn't call it. Regan Campbell-Gillard now 22 metres out. 22 metres out. Fourth tackle here for the Gold Coast. Come on, lads. Foz, over the top here. Who are you kicking that for, Foz? Anyway, Warriors get the ball at the 5. Tanner Boyd grabs it. I don't know who Foz was kicking that for. AJ was way too far behind to be getting that, and Moaki Fodawaker shouldn't be getting a dink over the top like that. And penalty to the Warriors. I don't know what Foz is doing it. Like, at the end of the day, I understand that there was Mikey Fodawaker right to his left, and then there was AJ Brimson rolling around underneath, who I assume he's kicking it for, but AJ was still kind of behind Foz. And if you're kicking it for Mo, I don't understand. He's a front row forward. You're not dinking it over the top for him. And also the defense was there. I don't understand what his decision-making processes were there. But anyway, it's going to be Warriors with the penalty, and they'll get this ball to the 35. Oh, no, he didn't actually. He did hold on to it, Jaden Campbell for, so that wasn't a knock-on. So good call by the referees. So first tackle now for the Warriors, 45 metres out. A try for them would be huge. Second tackle, and they'll be 45 metres away from the Titans line. Ian says, get Warriors on scam alert. No, scam alert's big, but if they lose this game, they'd go on frauds for sure. They would join about a billion teams on fraud alert. You see about a billion teams on fraud alert right now. Like a billion teams. And they lose this game, otherwise, then yeah, sure, but like this game has got a long way to go before you can start talking about fraud alert. So fourth tackle now for the Warriors, 30 metres out. To Money Martin. Tanner Boyd. Out the back now, Harris Avida, and then Halasima. He'll be 15 metres away from the line, fifth tackle. Roger off to Harris Avida, Halasima, quick passing, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Yes! Come on, AJ! Come on, AJ! Good defense. Takes him over the sideline, drop ball. Let's go! Roger tried to jump over the top of AJ. That was the only way he was going to do it, but we stopped the try. Come on. Come on. Dylan says they're first and we're fourth. Exactly right. Junior says, what's going on, Warriors? Fourth against 17th, my goodness. Well, Junior, to make you feel a little bit better, the Titans are actually on first on the table. They're actually undefeated right now. You know, the ladder doesn't lie. This is a very realistic and very serious channel, Junior. Very serious channel. We've never made a joke in our lives here. This is, you know, you talk about serious things in life, and this is above that. Like there's serious, there's extremely serious, and then there's BKR Sport NRL ladder. So you got to be serious here, mate. Second tackle now for the Titans, and they're at the 32. Second tackle, 55 seconds to go the first half. And Philip Sami will get this ball to the 40 on third tackle. Go for a field goal. Jay will get Buddy partying. He'll have a party for days. Out of the right side, forget the field goal. Jaden Campbell's away the 40, the 35, the 30. JC trips up on the... He actually did over. He did over the fullback there, but he just unfortunately got tripped up in the play. Forward tackle now, 20 metres out. Come on, Gold Coast. Come on, Gold Coast. Here's your chance. They give it to Kieran Foran. Foran at the back now. Come on, Gold Coast. AJ Brimson off to Jaden Campbell. And Jaden Campbell, not Jaden Campbell, that's BK. He's 13 metres out, fit tackle. Go for a field goal. Go for a field goal. No, I think they're going to go for the try. No, they are going to go for the field goal, I reckon. BK slow to get up. 9 seconds left. No, they don't go for the field goal. They go right-hand side here, kicks the ball through, and it's just going to go straight to the Warriors. I don't understand why you wouldn't think about a field goal. A close game, it's a 2-point game. You make it 13-10. You're right in front, 20 metres out. I probably would have taken that to make it an uneven score, and you're going with the lead by 3. But they decide against that, and they do go out to the right-hand side. They do go out to the right side and kick it straight to the Warriors. But there you go, half-time. What a first half here. What a first half by the Titans to give it a crack against the top 4 Warriors. It is 12-10. The Warriors blew out to a 10-0 lead in the first 10 minutes of this game and were dominating the shit out of the Titans. It looked like the Titans were going to get done by 90 at halftime. But instead, the Titans found a way to get back into the game and take the lead at 12-10 through Jojo Fafita and Philip Sami. The try scorers for the Warriors were Adam Pompey and Leka Halasima. But, that first half, it showed the Titans actually gave a shit, which is nice. It's really nice to not actually have to insult my team for once. It is actually really pleasant to be able to sit here and be proud of the effort that was shown in the first half. That's what the fans want to see. So although this game is not over and the Warriors probably still go on to win this game, at the end of the day, it's a proud effort from the Gold Coast and the fans should be happy with that. For the Warriors, it's disappointing. It is, because at the end of the day, you need to see them prove themselves. They are a top 4 team going up against a team in last position. And ultimately, the Titans have extremely struggled all throughout the season. But it is just a little bit of a bogey thing where the Titans are giving it a red-hot go against the Warriors in recent years. They beat them twice last year. They lost the one game in 2023 to them, but they beat them twice in 2022. And this is a Titans team that's come 4th last in those years, and then currently coming last this year. But obviously they win this game. They're trying to avoid the spoon and whatnot. But the point of the matter is that you've got to expect more from the Warriors. But let's get into the stats here at halftime. Obviously, these will update. These are a guide, but these will update at halftime. We'll get into the stats. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and keep getting involved in the chat. Now, possession-wise, 47% possession for the Warriors, 53% here for the Titans. Time possession is 12 minutes 57 for the Warriors and 14 minutes and 30 for the Titans. So that means there's not a great deal of stoppages in this game. Now, here we go. Completion rate. You need to be at least seeing 80%, and both teams are seeing above 80%. 84% here for the Warriors at 16 from 19. It's a very good completion rate. It's what you got to be expecting, and they are doing well with it at 84%. But the Titans, wow, 17 from 18. They're 94% completion rate. They are not making mistakes. That is really good stuff there from the Gold Coast. 94% is literally one set away from being perfect. Brilliant first half completion rate wise for both teams, but especially the Titans. Now, attacking wise, all runs, the Titans have had 100 runs to the Warriors having 80. The Titans have got 102 to 81. The Titans have 894 run meters. The Warriors have 772. So on the pure stat of how many run meters have been made, it is a 778, 894. It's roughly 120 odd, right? We'll go 120 odd is the pretty much run meters what we're seeing right now. But if you try to equate it, you give 10 meters on average per run to get the Warriors up to the Titans level. So 82 to 102 is 20. So you give them 10 meters on average times 20, so that's 200. So they go from 778 to 978. And now the Warriors, if they have the same amount of ball, are actually killing the Titans by about 80 meters or so. So the Warriors are actually doing quite a decent amount with the ball, and they're probably going to have the better average set distance here. But on its pure stat, they are down by 114 run meters right now. But if you give them those 10, it's now 190. They're about 80 meters above, if you understand. Mitch with the $2 donation says Warriors will be untouchable in the next half. Yeah, because they've been extremely fantastic in second halves this season, mate. But thank you very much for the $2 donation. Appreciate you for your dono. Post contact meters 307 for the Titans, 261 there for the Warriors. The Warriors would probably just be in front there, but it's a very difficult metric to read post-contact when you try to equate it. Right now, they're down by about 50, but if you try to equate it, it's probably a similar-ish kind of range, similar-ish range. So I wouldn't say anyone's dominating that department too much with the ball, but the Titans currently do have a lot more post-contact. Now, line breaks is 3-3. Tackle breaks is 16-10 Titans. Wow, the Titans have actually only given up 10 missed tackles. That's actually incredible. And you know what? I lied to you. I thought it would be, but it's not. The average set distance is actually well in advance of the Titans here. So, average set distance, so per set on average, 25 and under is you turn the stream off because it's just pathetic. 25 to 30, you wouldn't even spit at it. 30 to 35 is very underwhelming. Not good enough. It's not hitting the mark. 35 to 40 is average, what you would expect, what you need to just at very minimum be seeing. 40 to 45 is very good. 45 to 50 is unbelievable. And then 50 plus is perfect first half. Now, the Warriors are situated at 39.02. 39.02, which means they're at the extreme upper end of what you would be expecting. It's not very good. It's getting close. Or they're now at 40.24. So now they're at the extreme low end of very good. So they are still getting a good amount of meters on their average set distance. 40.24 is nothing to scoff at, right? You're still getting a decent amount. But the Titans are at 50.08. They are making 50.08 meters every single set on average. You know, that is an incredible stat. That's a perfect first half. 50.08. Anything above 50 is a perfect first half on an average set distance, and that is incredible stuff there, especially considering I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't expecting the Titans to have that kind of average set distance, but they have it. So they are beating out the Warriors by 10 meters on each set on average. So that's where this game is really being decided right now, but it is only a 2-point game. Average play the ball speed is 3.47 seconds for the Warriors, 3.96 seconds for the Titans. So that's quite slow. Like it's a pretty slow play the ball speed for the Warriors at 3.47. 3.96 seconds is maybe the slowest we've seen all season from any team of a play the ball speed. So the Titans are playing the ball at an extremely slow rate, because usually 3.6 is like a very slow rate. 3.96 is nearly 4 seconds on an average play the ball speed. That is slow, slow, slow. That's one of the slowest play the ball speeds I've ever seen. That's crazy. And the Warriors aren't playing the ball fast at 3.47 seconds, but it's much faster than what the Titans are doing right now. Offloads is 10-2 Titans. You can see the Titans have been really trying to emphasize the offload a lot recently. And then you go down to the kick defusals, 100% for both teams. That's good. Forced dropouts is 1-1 so far. Defensive effective tackle percentage. Now, this is a bit of a difference here. There's a difference. So, on defensive effective tackle percentage, anything under 85% is just pathetic. 85% to 88% is underwhelming. You're not hitting the mark. 88% to 90% is you're hitting the mark. It's where you need to be at a very minimum. And then 90% and above is incredible. The Warriors are at 85.28%, so they are on the brink of going into the pathetic department of defensive effective tackle percentage, but they are still in the underwhelming area. So it's not great. It's not great at all. It could definitely be worse, but it's not great at 85.28%. They've got 197 tackles made for 18 missed tackles and 16 ineffective. That is really poor. That is 34 bad tackles in the first half, but it's like the 18 missed tackles is probably a little bit above the 15-16 range of an average, but the ineffective is just gigantic. That is 16 ineffective tackles alongside 18 missed tackles. That is a really gigantic mix, which is why they're down at the 85.28%. So that is a pretty poor stat there for the Wires. Whilst the Titans are at 91.26%. So that is in the extremely good category. That is in the great first half category, 91.26. It means they're not making too many bad tackles. 167 tackles made, so 30 less tackles made than the Warriors because they got more possession, but 10 missed tackles and 6 ineffective. So you compare the 10 missed tackles for the Titans to the 18 missed tackles for the Warriors. You compare the 6 missed tackles for the Titans compared to the 16 ineffective tackles for the Warriors. That's 16 bad tackles for the Titans. That's 34 bad tackles there for the Warriors. It is over double the amount of bad tackles in the first half from the Warriors and the Titans. So it's impressive that the Warriors are only down by 2 considering, but that is on the basis of that absolute slap up in the first 10 minutes, and then since then the Titans have been able to control the game from the last 30 minutes. That doesn't mean they're going to win this game by any means, but it means that the Titans have been able to control this game quite well from the 10-minute mark, because before that it was all Warriors. And these stats are really aligning with that. So 16 bad tackles to 34 will tell you a big story. Negative play, 3 errors for the Warriors, 2 errors for the Titans. It's actually very good for both those teams. There's not many errors. You're seeing teams go for like 7, 8 errors at halftime. Both these teams are at 3 and 2. So that's very good for both those teams. Penalties conceded is 2-2. It's not too bad. You want to limit it, but it's still not too bad. Ruck infringements is 3-3. That's pretty poor, to be fair. But at the end of the day, they're both kind of equaling each other out there. Inside 10 metres is 1-0 Warriors, and on reports is 1-0 Warriors. So you look at these stats, and you go off that first half on the eye test. The eye test, the first 10 minutes was clearly Warriors. After that, the Titans got themselves well back into the game for the next 15-minute stanza from the 10 to the 25-minute mark. And the last 15 was probably lent towards the Titans, but it was a massive toggle, right? It was going back and forth. There was no real clear definitive leader in that last 15 minutes, but I'd probably lean maybe with the Titans. But at the end of the day, defensively, the Warriors aren't hitting the mark at the moment, whilst the Titans are. And then you've got the errors and stuff like that, which is actually pretty good for both teams. Penalties are fine and equaling each other out. Titans are obviously killing them in the offload department, but they've got a really slow play the ball compared to the Warriors, now at 3.52. The average set distance is incredible for the Gold Coast and pretty good for the Warriors. And then in the run meters department, Titans are up by about 100 meters with 19 more runs, which means that ultimately the Warriors with the ball are actually getting more run meters realistically, but they're not as we currently speak because they've got less possession. But both teams' completion rates are great at 17 from 20 and 18 from 19 for the Warriors and the Titans. And ultimately, this is a good game. Ultimately, on its own merit, it's a good game, but the Warriors need to be doing more. They really need to be doing more. Because they are the ones with the pressure right now. The Titans know if they get the last place, they deserve last place. The Titans are in last place. They lose this game. They're not guaranteed for it, but it's getting pretty close. Whilst the Warriors, they lose this game, and you got the Panthers who are going to be 3 points below you if they beat the Tigers later on today. And although the Broncos losing last night helped you massively, but it's not even for the Warriors fans. You need to say, fuck the Panthers and Broncos right now. Who cares about what other teams are doing? We need to focus on what we're doing. You know, who cares about this top 4 battle? Because at the end of the day, if we lose enough games to drop out of the top 4, we deserve it. All right, so you just need to be thinking about putting a score past the Titans here, and you're not doing that currently. But who cares about the other teams that are happening around? Who cares about trying to chase down the Bulldogs and the Storm and the Raiders and whatnot? It's not about that. It is about kind of getting yourself into a place where you can motor along and be confident in yourselves, not looking at other teams. That's what I would say with the Warriors, because there's too much talk about this team and that team and this team and that team. Well, screw those teams. How about our team? That's what I would be saying in the Warriors situation, personally. Jeff Jackson says, Ian, the Warriors need a good pep talk from Sticky, who is doing a good job in keeping Canberra grounded and not cocky. The Warriors are getting cocky and putting the cue in the rack too early. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. Yeah, sure, I think, but Ricky is Canberra to the bone, dude. Like, Ricky is Canberra. Like, he loves that place. Like, he's a wanker towards every other club, but, like, I would love if we had someone like him and the way he's passionate about his city and his community and his and the Canberra Raiders, like at my club, because then from internally you love it, but externally everyone's going to hate it. But also, again, like I just said with the Warriors, who cares about what everyone else is saying? It's about us and what we're doing. So I actually love what Ricky does there. It's just that I hate when he comes out and calls another team a cheaters when his team was the one who got the beneficial call. That's sticky. But I don't think the Warriors are getting cocky and putting the cue in the rack too early. We've got to remember the Warriors were predicted to be a bottom 4 team this year because they lost Shaun Johnson. They were changing up the halves. They were going into a different era with the Warriors, and you know they've got some nice little young players coming through. We didn't realise and didn't think they would be where they are right now, but they have proven us wrong. They've definitely proven me wrong. I had them for second last this year, you know, but that was because I didn't know if they were going to be able to cope with changing from Shaun Johnson, a guy that you know is a club legend and an incredible player for the team. Didn't have a great year last year, but ultimately I didn't know if they were going to be able to transition into a good attack when they're switching him out, right, for Luke Metcalf, who was good, but a lot of Warriors fans also didn't really agree that he was their next halfback. They were okay with it, but they weren't necessarily agreeing a great deal with it. But he's killed it, and it hasn't even been on the attack for the Warriors. It's been on their defense. So we've got to remember that the Warriors are kind of playing. They're struggling at the moment. We've got to remember what we thought about them pre-season. We've got to also remember what they've been doing so far this season. But when you look into their season, their attack is not good. It is not a good attack. And their defense is very, very strong. It's very, very good. So it's kind of understandable the Warriors aren't putting teams away because they can't score. But they're making games close and winning games based off of their defense because defense wins premierships. I just don't know if they're going to be able to do it in the finals based on the fact they have no attack to counteract and to complement their defense. I think that's the biggest issue with the Warriors right now. Ibrahim says, hopefully we can play like this for the rest of the game. Hopefully, mate. You know, I don't have high expectations of the Titans winning this game. I have high hopes. I'm proud of my team in the first half, which is the first time I've said that in a long time. But at the end of the day, I have high hopes, low expectations. We lose this game. I'm happy we gave it a crack here for Dez. As long as you don't embarrass yourselves in the second half. At the end of the day, the Warriors should win this game. And if they don't, it's more of a thing on them. Jackson says, FBI is not a good thing to the store for you to be a good. That was great English there, Jackson. Very good English. Just without the English part. We do not speak Tanzanian here on the channel. We do not speak Tanzanian. Round says the female Titan team might be good enough to beat the male Titan team. Oh, well then they must be able to potentially beat the Warriors male team too, correct? If that's the case. But thank you for your comment. Ibrahim says, Funny Cat Vids don't know who Flop Feeder is. Flop. Gee whiz, Warriors coming onto the field. The second half's about to start here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new. We'll be live for the Tigers-Panthers game today and also for the Rabbitohs-Sharks later on. Jay Hayes, Tigers to win by 2. I disagree. I think that the Panthers should get a good win there. Funny Cat Vid says, Titans play better without Tino and Fafita. Other guys gain more confidence and step-ups, same as the recent Manly game. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you necessarily. I think that's a problem with the culture rather than the team because Tino is a fantastic player. Dave... I don't want to sit here and kind of shit on, but at the end of the day, it hasn't been a great fruitful adventure in the last couple of years. He was very good, and then he kind of just dropped off. So the Titans kick this ball off here, and Watini Lesniak is going to bring this ball out now to the 15 on first tackle. But I think that's more a problem with the culture, that the Titans rely upon Tino comparatively to letting him complement the team. That is the biggest issue because Tino is an exceptional player. There's a reason why he plays for State of Origin. There's a reason why he plays for Australia. There is a reason why everyone's talking about him with his Samoa move because I can tell you right now there's some guys that no one would give a shit if they went to Samoa, but people do care if Tino goes to Samoa, right? So he's an exceptional player. Dave, I think it is his time to go. Like I do love Dave. We've had our issues, but like at the end of the day, I love Dave and I love that he's given it a crack here, but I do think for the best part of his career, I think for the benefit of his career, it probably is time to go so that we can diversify our funds financially across the team, balance it out a lot more rather than just having so much money. You know, having about $2.1 million between a front row forward. A lock is what they've been playing Tino as, even though I think he's a front rower. Second tackle here for the Titans at the 35. But basically 2.2 mil for Dave Fafita and Tenafasua Malawi. And it's like, I'm okay paying it for Tino, or I'm okay paying it for Dave, but I choose Tino, but not both. So that's going to be Jimmy Joliffe now to the 45 on fourth tackle here for the Titans. But also, let's give it a rest on the flop feeder stuff, eh? Rusty says, agreed. Alaga says, as Sonny Williams got schooled. Oh no, we're not still trying to claim that he got robbed, are we? Jaden Campbell now will kick this ball to about 3 metres out where Roger Tuivasa-Sheck will pick it up and he'll bring it out now to the 10 on first tackle. How are the girls doing, Daz? Well, the Titans girls won. Titans girls beat the Warriors girls today, 20-10. Get around the Gold Coast girls. And Chance Neal-Klokstad, strong run to the 20. And it'll be second tackle now. Dylan Watini-Lesniak with another strong run as well to the 30. Good metres. Chef Jackson says, good points, pick out. Well, it's just, obviously, at the end of the day, it's my opinion, but I am basing a lot of what I'm saying from the Warriors off of the games we've watched, but also the stats that back it up. So, fourth tackle now at the 45, and they'll get this to the 45 through Tanner Sauer-Smith on the Titan side of the field. Ahmad says, thoughts on Campbell at 7. I am nervous. One sec. Tanner Boyd, and that's a good take there for Philip Sami at the 20, first tackle. I'm nervous that it's a patch job. I'm nervous that the Titans are always looking to develop Zane Harrison into the 7 eventually. Zane Harrison's an up-and-comer from Tweed and has played New South Wales under 19s this year and whatnot. Zane Harrison is the future of the Titans. So it's like Jaden Campbell needs to be Oh no, he's being shopped around, well, apparently he's been shopped around. But I would love JC to be here. I'm not convinced that he is the 7 going forward, and it's just hard because you can't have him as the fullback because Keanu Kenny, when he comes back into the team, will be the fullback. Jaden Campbell, good stepping here. Here we go. And he's been one of the better players. Like defensively, he can get targeted, but he makes some good tackles too. It's a hard one with JC. It's just about fitting him into the team long term. So Kieran Foran now whacks that ball up into the corner. Good chase from the Titans, but Roger Tuivasa-Sheck picks it up, and he'll be taken down about 20 metres out, first tackle. So it's a hard one because JC's a lovely bloke. He is a Gold Coast local. He loves this club and he does care about this club. It's just about fitting him in, and I know the Titans are aiming for Zane Harrison to be the 7 and Keanu Kenny to be the fullback. I don't know what they're doing with AJ, and I don't know what they're doing with JC. But JC this is what I'm saying in regards to a band-aid fix, a patch job fix with JC being in the 7, because I don't believe the Titans want to do that long term. But we need him right now. We do. And I don't want to denigrate him because I want him to be a part of this club. So out into the corner, it's just about fitting him in. The Titans always have problems with fitting players in with the fullbacks department over the last couple of years. AJ Brimson, really strong run to the 30, and it's going to be first tackle for the Gold Coast. Michael Paul says all teams are fighting for a top 8 spot. No, they're not. All top 4 are against it with all these teams they previously played, like tonight was. Michael Paul, I'm going to have to ask you to do that again in English. Second tackle now. But no, not every team is fighting for the top 8 right now. Teams like the Titans, the Eels, the Knights, the Rabbitohs, the Cowboys, the Dragons, they're not fighting for the top 8. Roosters you can make an argument for still, mathematically, but everyone below the Roosters is out. Those other teams are just avoiding the spoon. Forward tackle now at the 42 on the Warriors side of the field. Titans go Sean Mullaney to Mikey Fodawaker. That's a good run there inside the 30. Great run, Mo. We need to see more of that from Moe. We know it's in his locker, but he just hasn't been doing it a great deal recently. All right, Jaden Campbell now puts that ball up into the corner. Chase is okay. Knock on from the Warriors. AJ Brimson, right inside. Go Jalen, go Jalen. Oh, this is close. Either way, it's not going to be advantage taken, but I think he's gone out. I think he's gone out here. This will be a Warriors knock on, and the advantage won't have been taken, and it'll be over the sideline, I reckon. I don't think Jal put the ball down over the in the corner. Gary's off to work again, guys. Have a great weekend. You too, brother. So Chance, there's no advantage there, Sunday, so we'll come back. As long as Chance does knock this ball on first here, yeah. There'll be a knock on first from Chance. And I think Jails doesn't get the ball down in the corner. Well, maybe that's knock on from Jacob Alakwinki first. I think... Oh, that's Chance. Chance will knock that ball on first. Yeah. That's going... Yeah, first touch off Chance Newell clocks out, so knock on there. And there's a knock on from Jacob Alakwinki too, so forget about the jail... potential try in the corner because it's a double knock on regardless. Olivia Reed with the $8 redo donation. Get around you, Olivia. Says another dono. Currently at a concert, but good to see the Titans leading. That's because you're always at a concert, Olivia. Your life is a concert. You literally live at concerts. My goodness me. When was the last time you weren't at a concert? Yesterday was a good concert, wasn't it, Olivia? But thank you very much for the $8 redo donation. Thank you very much. Oh. It actually would have been close because he does hit the post, and the post is not included. But that would have been close to see if he actually got that ball down because it looked like he used the post a little bit to actually put it in. But anyway, Titans ball here 10 metres away. Jaden Campbell 5 metres out. Great concert, Olivia says. Yeah, no, beautiful. Set restart now for the Titans. 5 metres away out of the 10, Kieran Foran. And Regan Campbell-Gillard's 8 metres out. But thank you for the dono, Olivia. First tackle. Viz, is good to see you again. Appreciate you, bro. Left-hand side, Kieran Foran. Kieran Foran out the back to Grassy McGrath. And BK will grab the ball to 13. But, that's a one-on-one strip. And then it's going to be now Titans 6 again. 10 metres out. Well, that's not knock-on Titans. Okay, knock-on Warriors. I was going to say. Yeah, so it's going to be Titans ball here at the 11. I didn't even understand. Like, you can't say that was a knock-on against the Titans. So why are we not allowed to play on with that with 0 tackle, Jared? One-on-one strip, knock-on against the Warriors. Okay, that's fantastic, mate. The only issue that I find here is that why are you stopping it? Because you haven't said a Titans knock-on. There wasn't a Titans knock-on. So we'll take the 0 tackle rather than the first tackle? Because he hasn't said there was a Titans knock-on. He just said Warriors knock-on. So why can't we just play it on and get the extra tackle? Kayleen says, Titans, you can make it. Absolutely right now. You know, we're 11 metres out even the line. Titans are going to get a fresh set. So 5 errors to 1 from the Warriors at the moment. And Brian Kelly, he'll go to the right-hand side. He'll get away from 1, and now he'll be 5 metres out. I'm really glad BK hasn't made a mistake here today so far, because he is definitely susceptible to him, but he's been one of the better today. Kieran Foran gives it off to Regan Campbell-Gillard, and he'll be second tackle, 10 metres out. Come on, Titans. This will be huge to get off to a good start in the second half. Titans aren't making the 8, Michael Paul. Out to Jaden Campbell, and now Jacob Alec-Winky. He's 5 metres out, third tackle. Come on, Gold Coast. Come on. Sean Mullaney. He'll get it across to Jaden Campbell at the 10. Really nice pass there from Sean. Kieran Foran over the top here. Come on! Phil Sami, that was a beautiful peach of a pass from Kieran Foran. Oh my gosh. Buddy, oh my gosh, what a pass from Kieran Foran. Jaden Campbell to Foz, and he gets a cut out of 2 players there, all the way over the sideline, and Philip Sami will score in the corner, and the Titans, they are up 16-10 with a kick to come. Get around the field, dog. Get around the field. 16-10 to the Titans. Kieran Foran's final ever game in New Zealand. And that is a peach of a pass, son. That is an absolute spectacular pass from Kieran Foran. And the Titans, 16-10. Still 32 minutes to go here, but what a game so far from the Gold Coast. Viable Solution says, my bet on the Warriors isn't looking good. There's still 32 minutes to go here, but this is just a really good performance here from the Titans at the moment. Like it's just screw retirement, give him an extension. You know what, just give him a 30-year extension. Keep on going. Dom says, was in the bin fraud alert time. Not just yet, but, you know, I can understand the thought process. In off the post. Come on, 18-10. It's a 2-score game. It's a 2-score game. Come on, Titans. Keep it up. Keep going, baby. Keep it going. Erwowie says, Dallin Martinez and Lesnack defending like a turnstile as per usual. I don't think you can blame Dallin there, though. Like, ultimately, he's inside because his centre and his entire line has pushed inside. So he needs to cover the pass if it's coming through, you know, the centre and whatnot, rather than Kieran Foran just getting the ball over the top. I would say that's more on the defensive structure and the defensive line of the Warriors as total on that try. I can understand you talking about that in general, but, like, for that try, I wouldn't blame Dallin Martinez. Now, he is well and truly inside because look where his centre is. He has to come inside. They have to push across, so the Titans get a free try on the left because the Warriors have all come in to prevent the quick passing, like a normal quick passing line, rather than Foz getting the double cutout. But again, as a generalisation, I don't disagree with your comment that Dallin Martinez-Lesnak's defence isn't great, but I don't blame him for that one necessarily. Funny Cat Vids is Sammy one of the most underrated players in the NRL? Sometimes, but I will have to politely disagree. Like sometimes he can be incredible, and sometimes he can make a lot of mistakes defensively. Attacking wise, he makes meters and he puts the effort in and he gives it a crack, but unfortunately defensively he can be very, very susceptible. Fit tackle now for the Titans at the halfway point. 30 minutes to go here of the game. Hit that like button, subscribe. Did you believe it was going to happen? Did you believe the Titans would be up 18-10 with 30 minutes to go? Right-hand side, Jojo Fafita. They give it off here to Jalen de Groot. Jalen de Groot now, he'll kick that ball up. That's actually a nice kick considering the situation. Roger grabs the ball at the 20. Jeez, the Titans just giving it a bit of a throw around. Ahmad says, if Campbell's not a 7, I think he would be a gun 6, can do it all. When do you think they will blood Harrison? I don't know if he's ready yet, and I don't want to throw him into the fire. I don't know, man. I think that probably some point next year they might... No, I don't think they throw him in this year at any stage. Probably at some point next year, depending on the season. You're probably going to be looking at Jaden Campbell 7 and AJ 6 again next season, to be fair. Because Keanu will be the fullback. Fisher Harris now, he'll get this ball to the 42 on fit tackle. What is it with the Titans? And the Warriors and Titans play each other weirdly over the years, man. Obviously, the Titans' only win in the finals ever was in 2010 against the Warriors. Up until 2010, the Titans had a bit of the wood. And then 2011 to 2020, the Warriors dominated the shit out of the Titans. And the Titans couldn't ever get a win. That was the bogey of bogey teams for the Titans. And since then, it's kind of been the Titans being the bogey team for the Warriors. And again, that's not me saying they win this game, but like they're looking pretty good right now. And the Titans, for some reason, play the Warriors really strongly in the last 5 years. Funny Cat Vid says, would love to see Foran stay on in a coaching... oh, he will. He loves the Gold Coast, bro. Coaching type role at the Titans after retirement. He's a great leader and mentor. No, I speak to Foz. He'll absolutely stay here, man. He's got a beautiful family here on the Gold Coast, and he loves the Titans, and he loves the community. He's really one of my favourite blokes, if not my favourite bloke that's ever played for the club as a human being. Like, he's a really good human man, and no, he loves his club. So he'll stick around for sure. And it's a good kick there from JC, and great chase from Sean Mullaney. Not Sean Mullaney, that's Josh Paxton, I think it was. Yeah, it is. Josh Paxton there with a really good chase. And Warriors penalty, that's big for them. That's big for them. Jason, Sam at work today, surely he didn't make the trip across the ditch. Sam's probably buddy raiding, doing some nerdy shit. You wish. He went across the ditch with me last year because I was there. That was his first time going back to the motherland of New Zealand in many years, I think. Sam's bloody muppet. Forget him. You know, he's probably raiding something right now in some bloody video game. First tackle now, 42 metres out for the Warriors. Here's your chance to get back into the game. You have not had a good start in the second half. You haven't been good since the first 10 minutes. And so the Warriors have been here a couple of times, and they've been prevented a couple of times since those first couple of tries. And Halassim will be 20 metres out, third tackle. Third tackle to Muddy Martin, out to Aaron Clark, and Aaron Clark will get through the tackle of Jimmy Jolliffe, but he won't get past AJ Brimson and Jacob Alakwinki. They're fourth tackle, 10 metres out. To Muddy Martin, off to James Fisher-Harris. Fisher-Harris to Tanner Boyd. Tanner Boyd, short ball. Good defense there from Kieran Foran, makes a great tackle. 5 metres out, fifth tackle. Chance off to Tanner. Tanner puts that ball across here. Knock on, Warriors. Come on! Fucking come on. Knock on. Come on, boys. So great set from the Warriors, but defense by the Titans was good, and it's a knock on from the Warriors in the end. So the Titans will be 10 metres out here from their own line. Come on. Kieran Foran set that one up nice. This is fight and win. Fight and win. Infinite Kiwi says, these top of the table Titans just come to life playing the Warriors. That last try was champagne footy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Infinite Kiwi. I don't know why the Titans just seem to, they go for it against the Wars, man. Maybe it's because the Gold Coast is Auckland West, you know, like, maybe because there's so many Kiwis on the coast, they just know how to play them. Fourth tackle at the 45. And they give it to AJ Brimson. You've got to remember, there is no Tina Fa'asumalawi, there is no David Fafita, there is no Alofiana Khan-Pereira, there is no Sam Verrills, and there is also no Keanu Kinney. Like, there's a lot of players out here for the Titans today. So, Charles Neal-Crookstad, he'll be at the 15, first tackle. Dom Finlayson says, come on, Seattle. Come on, Seattle. So Dylan Martinez to Les now, he'll get the ball to the 20 and second tackle. Jeff Jackson says, like the Knights playing the Dolphins, we always seem to beat the Dolphins. Or maybe the Knights are the only loss for the Dolphins in the last 6-7 weeks. So third tackle now for the Warriors, and they're at the 35. And that's going to be let's go! It's a mistake from the Warriors. Come on, baby! Come on! Bad play the ball, and the Titans will get the ball to 35. Huge! That's huge stuff. That is huge stuff. I'm actually getting a little bit emotional that these lads are in this game. Yeah, he didn't play the ball properly. 25. It's hard for being a Titans fan. It's brutally difficult being a Titans fan, but you get emotional when you get a win. And we're not. We probably still don't even win this game, but I'm just happy that they're actually well and truly in it against a good team. Second tackle now, 28 metres away from the line. Give it out to Foz, and then that'll be Josh Paxton, who is 18 metres away from the line, third tackle. Come on, lads. They give it to Kieran Foran. Foran, short ball, Bowie Firma. He's 5 metres out, fourth tackle, 25 minutes left of the game. And they give it to AJ Brimson, little kick through. Is that a tackle without the ball, mind you? This is going to be a penalty, I reckon. This is going to be a professional foul, I reckon. This is probably going to be a professional foul. The Warriors might go down to 12 men here. I don't think he's going to stay on the field. McInnes is saying the same thing. I don't think he stays on the field here. I think this is a bin for the Warriors. Because he stops Brian Kelly from having a chance at the ball in a try-scoring opportunity. Because AJ Brimson is going to put a little grubber through. So he kicks it there. Dallin Watene-Zelezniak is going to come in. He's going to make a tackle here on Brian Kelly. Yeah, so that's fine. The Brimo tackle's fine. And then Dallin Watene-Zelezniak is going to grab him there. That's a bin for sure. That is 100% a sin bin. That is a 1,000,000% a sin bin. Dallin Watene-Zelezniak has tackled him without the ball and a try scoring opportunity. It's not a penalty try because there's Warriors players there. It's a professional foul, 1,000,000,000%. Yep, that's going to be a sin bin here for the Warriors. They're looking at perspective of other defenders. I don't think you can call this as a penalty try. I don't think you can, but it's a professional foul. Because, yes, BK will grab that ball there. He'll get the ball, but you can't guarantee he scores the try. Yeah, ruling out the possibility of a penalty try. Correct, because there's like Jackson Ford and Chance are there, so there's no guarantee he picks it up and scores, even though he had a really good opportunity to, but there's no guarantee. So you can't penalty try, but it is a sin bin, so Watene-Zelezniak will be going to the bin. 25 minutes left. And off he goes. Warriors are down at 12, and the Titans will be with a great attacking opportunity here. 13 on 12 for the next 10 minutes, and they're 10 metres out from the Warriors line. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness me. Lads, is this real life right now? Is this real life? Yeah, Mitchell's got the tuk-tuks out. Watene-Zelezniak is on the tuk-tuk. He's on the tuk-tuk. And now the Titans are 8 metres away from the line. First tackle. Come on, Gold Coast. Take this opportunity. Capitalise, man. Capitalise. They give it to Mwaki Fodawaker. And Fodawaker is going to be 3 metres out from the line. Second tackle. Come on. They go out to the left-hand side to Kieran Foran. Kieran Foran out the back now to AJ Brimson. Short ball here to BK. And it's going to be 5 metres out. 6 again. 6 again for the Gold Coast. 10 metres away. First tackle for the Gold Coast. Philip Sami. He goes out to Kieran Foran at the 15. Off to Regan Campbell-Gillard. Just run the ball hard, son. And he ran the ball. Don't know about hard, but he ran the ball. Second tackle now 10 metres out. Sean Mullaney. Off to AJ Brimson. AJ Brimson goes it himself, and he'll be about 4 metres out. Third tackle. This would be good defense if the Warriors can hold him out. Out to Kieran Foran, especially down a man. Foran out the back here to JC. Jojo Fafita! Come on! Oh, I think he's been held up. Oh, I think he's been held up. That's good scramble defense from the Warriors. It looked like a guarantee that he was going to score there, but they just got underneath the ball, and I think he's been held up. It's a bunker. They go into the bunker. Go into the bunker here. This is a testament to them getting underneath here, because this is a great, strong run from Jojo Fafita, but I don't think he's going to be able to get this ball down. Oh, it's close. It's close. It's close. No. Oh! That's a try! Oh, that might be short, is it? Mick Ennis is saying that's short. We can't see the angle, but it does touch the grass. It does touch the grass, but I don't know is he over the line at that point? I think that is over the goal line at that point. That would have to be over the goal line. I think that would have to be over the goal line, because half of his body is over the goal. Half his body is over the goal line. I think that's a try. Yeah, how can that be short, Infinite Kiwi, considering that half of his body is over the line? That goes down. That's a try. Yeah? Come on! That's a try with the Titans! Jojo Fafita will get it down, and they are going to call this a try. Come on! Jojo Fafita gets the try, and it's 22-10 with a kick to come. Michael Paulson is held up. There's no way you can say held up. The only thing that people were talking about was whether he was short or not, because you can clearly see the ball touches the ground on that slow-mo on the right angle. But what a run from Jojo Fafita. And at first you thought he got held up. But when you watch the slow-mo replay, He gets it over. Viable says that was short, I think. Well, how can you say it's short, though? Because he's from his waist above, he was past the line on the left angle. The left angle was showing that from his waist up, he was over the line. So how, if he is waist up over the line and the ball is up here, how is that going to be then short? Multiple says whatever. Okay, well, you can be salty all you like, mate, but at the end of the day, you know the ball touched the ground. Jaden Campbell gets the kick. It's 24-10 with 23 minutes to go of the game. It's a fact the ball touched the ground. What you're arguing isn't even remotely a part of the conversation here. We're not questioning whether the ball touches the ground. You can see it there. Again, there's 2 touches of the ground. But the point of the matter is that they were just wondering if he was short or over the line, and considering your waist and above is where Jojo was, you would have to straight up say that he is completely over the line. Justin Summers says his body was clearly over the line, the ball was on the ground. Correct. Yeah, correct. I can't believe this is happening right now. I'm baffled. I'm just in shock that the Titans are up 13 plus right now in New Zealand. This is reminding me of the Panthers-Warriors game from like 5 weeks ago. And the Warriors are down by a man for 8 more minutes too, mind you. 8 more minutes. Volt Hunter says, are the Warriors on fraud alert? I'm not going to put a team on fraud alert until after the game's finished, because I know my team too well and I know that this game isn't over yet. But it's wild to me that the team can do this. They can perform like this in Desi's. Like, this is Desi's 500th game coaching, and I'm so proud of the boys for getting up and doing what they're doing for him. And without Tina Fustamalo, without Keanu Kenny, without Dave Fafita, without Lafayette Camprera, without Sam Verrills, AJ Brimson, great run to the 45 on the Warriors side of the field, fit tackle. You know, against the top 4 team, you know, if they can win this game, there is a chance of avoiding the spoon. Actually, we're out of the spoon right now. If we win this game like this, we need to win by 7 points to go above the Rabbitohs. We need to win this game by 7 points to go above the Rabbitohs. Now, the Rabbitohs have a bye this season, but we are actually not last right this current second. We're actually not last this current second. But there's a long way to go in the game. The Warriors have to be next to score. I agree with the commentary. 3rd tackle. 30 metres out from their own line now, 35. James Fisher-Harris now on 4th tackle. Shabby Dawson's 31 from 32 completion. 2, this is phenomenal. It's great. The Titans are playing good footy. Like, they actually are. Out of the left-hand side now for the Warriors to Marty Martin. He'll be 45 metres out, 5th tackle. Infinite Kiwi says Dad's going to sleep well, bless him. Well, not yet. Not yet. But even if they found a way to lose this, you've got to be extremely proud of the way that they've acted in this game. And by saying that, it's like a lot of neutral fans will watch this game and go, like, it's 13 plus right now. Surely the Titans don't throw it away from here. And I get that. I appreciate that. For another team, I'd say the same thing. But like, from our perspective, no game is over until the game is over. So you're going to see me kind of have those self-protective measures until the game is over. But you guys, people who watch these streams every game, you know kind of how I am. 3rd tackle now at 33. Until the whistle's gone, I don't believe this game is over. I've been at too many games where we've thrown away big leads. 20 minutes to go here of the game, guys. Thumbs up and subscribe. 20 minutes to go. The Titans are up by 14 right now. Jaden Campbell at the 50. Jaden Campbell goes through, taking out the 40. 5th tackle. Tyrone says, Titans off the bottom, Sharks win. Well, we need to win by 7 points or more. Now, the Rabbitohs do have an extra win and a bye to come, but at the end of the day, we would, for the time being, have it in our own hands. 1st tackle now for the Warriors, and they'll be at the 25. And Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, good run at the 33. 2nd tackle. Viable Solutions, it's got to say, awesome commentary, mate. Your waste on YouTube should be on the TV. A little bit biased, though. In Titans games, I will 100% tell you I'm biased. But also, with that being said, I'm telling you what I think about the Warriors as well. We watch every single game. But when the Titans are playing, I'm always going to be very supportive of my team and my community, as I assume everybody else is. But when whoever's team is, if you watch a stream and you're playing the Titans, you're going to find a negative commentary because it's going to be against your team. But outside of that, like, I will give you my realistic and honest opinions. But I appreciate the awesome commentary. I know you're not insulting me. I'm just replying so other people are aware. But the Warriors, they got a penalty. Now they're 35 metres away here from the Titans' line. It's 1st tackle. 2nd half tackle in the opposition half is 22 for the Titans, 7 for the Warriors. Now, this game last year was in a similar position in Auckland, and the Warriors dominated the last 15, 20 minutes in the attacking 20. But the The Titans did hold out. Oh, really? Come on, get that ball. Get him down. No. Out of the left-hand side. They give it off. It's a try. It's a try with the Warriors, and this is what I was worried about. 24-14 with the kick to come. The Warriors will score to Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. I don't know how they had us for numbers, considering that we have a man advantage right now, but they did. They did. Anzac Day 2.0. Well, this is where you now expect the game to go down the exact same path as last year, where the Warriors will dominate the possession for the last 18 minutes, and it's just about if they can get over the line. And the Titans defensively are not great defensively, so they've been able to get out to a score here of 24-10. They've just scored to make it 24-14. They're still down a man for the next 5 or so minutes in Talon Watene-Selesniak, but, it's disappointing considering the Titans were doing so well, and they give up such an easy try there. Jack Kirkman says, good to see Tanner get a few games. Yeah, love Tan. And guess what, Brenton? Tanner doesn't miss. Tanner will get this kick. He does not miss. It's not possible. It's not possible. Just let me see if there's any bird around. Can't see any bird around right now. No bird around. No bird. And he gets the kick. So it's 24-16 to the Titans with 18 minutes to go here of the game. 24-16, 18 minutes to go. Floormat says, praying for my country, Cambodia. I pray for both Cambodia and Thailand. It's such an unnecessary thing that's going on right now, but we're not going to get into the politics of it all. I'm literally in Vietnam, so I know enough about it. But I pray for both those countries. Sano says, he is a Titans fan. Of course, going to be biased, but for other games, very neutral. I'll do my best. Come on, lads. They've been... But this is the thing, they were also the better team against the Tigers for the most part last week and still found a way to lose that, so... They've clearly been the better team in this game, but I just need to see them finish the game off. All right, so Warriors now will get this ball to the 20 on first tackle. Oh my gosh, Bo, settle down. That could have been a penalty. Second tackle now for the Warriors, 30 metres out. Ahmad says, Jojo constantly misses tackles. He's not a centre. One, that was definitely not completely on Jojo, but also two, Jojo has been clearly the best player for the Titans in 2025. Like, clearly. And now Halasima will be taken down to the 45, third... Oh, no, he's still going. Now he's taken down to the 40, third tackle. Oh, my gosh. This is going to be like last year. Where we're just defending for the last 20. Oh, shit. Here we go. So, Aaron Clark out to Tanner Boyd. Tanner Boyd gets it across into Chance. Chance here up to Kurt Catewell. Kurt Catewell nearly gets away. They get the offload away. Off to Fisher Harris, then to Tanner Boyd. They spread it back out to the left-hand side to Marty Martin. I don't know why the Warriors weren't playing like this all game. Like, this is actually some good ball movement. This is what happened last year, Sunday. The momentum was insane on Anzac Day, and this is exactly the same. Fit tackle now, 10 metres out. Come on, Titans, hold him out. Out to Tanner Boyd. Nearly knocked it on, but he held it. It's a good kick in a good area. Knocked back for the Warriors. Knock on! Come on! First knock on Warriors. Oh, first knock on Titans? What? Did we knock that ball on? I thought they hit that ball back. Okay, well, apparently this is a knock on for the Titans. So the Warriors, your momentum's going to continue. You're down by 8. You need a score. Apparently the Titans have knocked this ball on here first. I thought Warriors knocked it back for their own play and then knocked it on. Here we go. A couple of fine birds in the stands. Oh. Okay, 15 minutes and 47 seconds left here of the game. Watene-Selesniak's got 1 more minute in the bin. 1 more minute. Yeah, exactly. The commentary's saying it looked like Jacob Laban just got both hands on it and knocked it back. I'm pretty certain that wasn't a knock on Titans, but they didn't challenge it. I don't know why. So Warriors now 5 metres out from the line. First tackle. And Harris Tavita off to Aaron Clark. And Aaron Clark is going to be 4 metres out. Oh, no, gets the offload away. Hits Grassy McGrath. But they'll be taken down to the 13. Not a good offload there from Ez. Second tackle here for the Warriors. 13 metres out. 15 minutes left. Come on, please hold them out, lads. Aaron Clark to Fisher Harris, and Fisher Harris is going to be 5 metres out from the line, third tackle. They roll it back to Harris Tavita. Harris Tavita off to Tanner Boyd. Tanner Boyd gets it at the back, hit a chance. Come on, defence. 4 tackle, 3 metres out. 4 tackle, 3 metres out. And Chance a bit slow to get up here. God bless him. And it's a penalty here to the Warriors. It must have been a high tackle. Penalty to the Warriors. I think Foz wants to challenge. I wouldn't even bother challenging this, to be fair. It's not worthy of a even thinking about that. Yeah, it is a high tackle too as well. There's not much in that, but it is a penalty. Come on, lads. All right, so 13 on 13 again. Watani Lesniak is on the field. The Warriors just scored with a man down. So now let's see what they can do with the same men on the field. So Warriors, they'll bring this ball to the 10. They're 5 metres out from the line. First tackle. First tackle. Moaki, do not give... Come on, Mo, don't give away 6 again. And now Jackson Ford. He's 3 metres out from the line. Second tackle, 3 metres out. They roll it back here to Harris Tavita, then off to Tanner Boyd. Tanner Boyd at the back. Forward pass, come on! Come on! Come on, fuck on! Titans ball at the 15. Second tackle for the Warriors, and they make a mistake there. They're just trying to put the pressure on too hard. You've got the momentum, you've got a full set of 6, and they decide to push the pass, and it goes forward, and it's Titans ball. Come on. Come on. I am sick right now, man. I am absolutely sick. 13 minutes to go here of the game. If the Titans win by 7 points or more, they go out of the spoon for the time being. The Rabbitohs do play the Sharks later on today. We will be live streaming that. If the Sharks lose that, I'm removing them from my ladder. If the Titans win this game and the Sharks go and lose and get the Rabbitohs out of the spoon and put us back into it, I'm removing the Sharks from the ladder. I'm removing them from my ladder. I'll never forgive them. So first tackle now, BK, and now he'll be 15 metres out from the line. He gets a good offload away. Risky offload, though. Really risky offload, but luckily he didn't make a mistake. Second tackle at the 20. Jeez. Third tackle now for the Titans, and they're going to be at the 28. Now at the 30. Okay, third tackle. Decent post contact there from Moaki Fotuaiga. And now Jimmy Jolliffe. He'll get the ball to the 40 on fourth tackle. Yeah, Jimmy Jolliffe has been good. AJ Brimson, he'll get the ball to the 50. Okay, decent set there from the Titans. They will get about 40 metres on that set. And now Jaden Campbell will kick this ball down into the corner. Adam says, come on, Titans, do your big bros are solid here. Oh, yeah, big bro. Enjoy that Eels game last night, buddy, big bro. I would have actually gotten behind it if you hadn't called you big bros. Big bros can eat a dick. First tackle now for the Warriors at the 20. Big damn well bros. Big damn well bros. Deary me. You really going to do this to me now, Adam? Adam, you're going to do this to me in this situation? I'm bloody sick. I'm sick with nerves at the moment. You guys make me bloody shit on the Broncos again. They did enough of that last night. Right hand side now for the Warriors, and now Charles Newell clocks out. He will be at the 35. Fourth tackle. 12 minutes. They give it out to Tanner Boyd. Tanner Boyd to Kurt Catewell, and it'll be taken down at the 48. Fifth tackle. Access up the Titans. Long way to go here. And now Tanner Boyd kicks his ball at the 50. Wasn't a great set there from the Wars. And Titans will pick that ball up through AJ Brimson at the 15. He'll bring it out of the 20 to the 25. First tackle. Just as this is revenge for the Knights, go Titans. Well, Titans beat them twice this year. Second tackle now at the 35. Titans are getting a good few metres here on this set early doors. Now, Bo Firma, he'll get this ball inside to the 45. Third tackle. City Dingo. The Dingo says, hope you boys can hold on here. Makes that race for the 4 a bit more interesting for the teams in 5 or 10, although I don't really want the riff in there. Yeah, for sure. Now, that would be huge, but also the Titans would go out of the spoon, and the Rabbitohs would go in right now if we won by this much. Moaki Fotuaiga. He'll get this ball to the 40 on fifth tackle. 10 minutes left here of the game. Hit that like button and subscribe if you are new around here. We've got Tigers Panthers after this. And, oh, that's an obstruction. That's an escort. There's an escort there. That should be a penalty to the That should have been a penalty to the Titans, Jared. That should have been a penalty to the Titans. Anyway, second tackle now for the Warriors. They'll be at the 20. But like I said, Tigers, Panthers, and Rabbitohs Sharks will be live for today. Comment in the chat who you are going for. Are you going for the Warriors? Are you going for the Titans? Let us know in the chat. Dylan Watani-Lesniak is at the 33 on third tackle. They give it to Harris Tavita, then off to Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck gets the ball to the 45, fourth tackle. Adam says, you beat the Warriors and get us close to the 4, we will beat the Rabbits for you next week. Okay, well, I'll handshake you on that one, Azzy. Fifth tackle now at the 45. Well, not closer to the top 4 for you, but like it keeps them within range after last night. So, like it's a pro and con actually for the Broncos in a way, because it's a real big pro because you're still in the hunt for the top 4. But the con is like it will just rue you that you couldn't get over the line last night and be within 2 points, because it would have been within 2 points if you had got that dub. That's not even talking shit. That's just kind of clarifying for everyone as well. That would hurt to see how close it would have been. Third tackle now, but you should beat the Rabbits next week. And again, you should have won last night, but the Eels did play well. So third tackle, Jaden Campbell up to Philip Sami, and Sami is going to be fourth tackle here at the 30. I've read many losses this year, my friend. Adam, I can't remember a time that I wasn't ruining something with the Titans. Out to the left-hand side, so I know how you feel. AJ Brimson, fifth tackle to the 40. 9 minutes to go here of the game. Come on, man. Out to the right-hand side of Jaden Campbell, and Jaden Campbell kicks this ball down to, I think it's Roger out there. Yep, Roger to us a check at the 10. He brings it out at the 15, to the 20, to the 25, and it's going to be first tackle. I will say, though, Warriors fans, like, the 2 points is the most important thing, but this is yet again another game where you've got to have concerns about this team going into the finals in 6-7 rounds' time, because you will make the finals, but this is a very big concern. Last week you struggled against the Knights, who are bottom 4. The Tigers game was relatively close. They're a bottom 4 team. The Titans are in last place and couldn't buy a win. You know, it's concerning signs for the Warriors. They are getting those wins against the Knights and the Tigers, but this one, it looks like it's going to be, like, it's still within range, but you've got to be concerned. Fourth tackle at the 40 on the Titan side of the field for the Warriors. Tanner Boyd gives it off, and now they're going to be 25 metres out here on fifth tackle. Fifth tackle. And Tanner Boyd will put that one to the corner. It's a good kick in a good area. Good stuff, Giles. Good stuff, Giles. Gets the ball to 5. Great stuff by Giles. Chandler says, hard being a Waz. Support up the Waz. I'm a Titans fan, man. I know exactly how you feel. But worse. Second tackle now at the 8. 8 minutes to go here of the game. It's like this, how nervous and sick I am right now is making me, like, feel that sickness again that I've had for the last, like, week. Zach says Reece needs to keep himself on side. Reece needs to utilise his feet rather than his passing game. Fourth tackle now at the 20. Fourth tackle at the 20. They go out to the right. Mikey Fodawaker, he'll be at the 25. Gets it offload away. Risky play, but sure. I don't know why we're offloading right now, but we got an extra 7 metres, so I'll take it. No, it's a lost ball. It's a penalty. Come on! Come on! Come on! It's a strip. Strip with 2 and 1 on the tackle. Strip with 2 in the tackle. So penalty for the Titans. 7 minutes to go. Oh my gosh. They're going to challenge this. That was past 10 seconds, but whatever. The 10-second rule doesn't exist anymore. 10-second rule doesn't exist. Larkin says, geez, New South Wales Cup Warriors won just before this game 68-6 against the Rabbitohs. And he's... Oh, that's just going to be a lost ball. That is just going to be a lost ball. BK has lost the ball, so the Warriors will get the ball. It's a successful challenge. That is a successful challenge. I think that Vade Malga knows what he's doing, but I think that BK has just lost this ball because his hands are always around the ball, but he hasn't had a stripping motion. He's just lost the ball. Yeah, no, it's going to be a successful challenge. Correct. Yeah, Jared Sutton called that so confidently as well. That's a great challenge. Chandler says we have no chance of that Metcalf. Okay, so 7 minutes to go here of the game. And the Warriors are going to be 30 metres out here from the Titans line. 7 minutes left. I'm proud of the lads regardless, man. But it's an 8-point game. It's a 2-score game. Nace's Waz are panicking. Still a long way to go. 7 minutes is a long time in rugby league. They do need 2 scores, but it's a long time in rugby league, and the Titans defensively are not a great defensive team. They've come up clutch in a couple of moments today. This is a huge defensive set right now. That was only the second incomplete set for the Titans all game. They're 36 from 38 with a 95% completion rate. That's really good. Second tackle over the Warriors, 10 metres out. They roll it to Harris Tavita, and he's going to be 5 metres away from the line. Third tackle. Come on, boys. Hold him out here. That's a ball plant. That's a ball plant. That's a ball plant. Let's go, Jimmy. Let's go, Jimmy. Let's go, Jimmy. That was a ball plant, and that is on the responsibility of the attacker. Jimmy Jolliffe actually is still amongst it. He is still in the ruck, but at the end of the day, that is the responsibility of the attacker. You cannot ball plant. You have to stand up and then play the ball. They're going to challenge this, but it is a ball plant. Unless Jimmy pushes him here. Unless Jimmy... Yeah? Yeah, but ruling is ball to ground before he's in a position to play it, and it's a ball plant. And I guarantee you that the bunker will call this too. Because he puts the ball down and Jimmy's still there. He's already put the ball down there. Yep, this is just... Thank you. Thank you. Warriors fans aren't going to like it, but that's the rule. You can't put the ball in the ground unless you're in it. You cannot put the... So challenge unsuccessful. You aren't allowed to put the ball down. You cannot put the ball down until you are in a ball playing position. He was not to his feet. So Jimmy in that situation, that was actually fantastic work there from Jimmy Jolliffe. It was actually fantastic work. Warriors fans ain't going to like it, but that is the rules. That is the rules, but there's still time here, but that's a bad mistake there from Chanel Harris-Tavita. Rice Zen says, haven't been able to be around for a while. How have you been going? Not really good time to ask. Well, I'm nervous as shit right now. But I've been a bit sick, but no, I've got a great view here in Vietnam, in Vung Tau, buddy. Been hating life watching the Titans, but I'm loving life watching the Titans right now. That was really smart stuff there from Jimmy Jolliffe. So the Titans now, just don't make a mistake, man. Just complete your sets. We don't need offloads. We don't need the X Factor stuff. We just need to finish this game off with 6 minutes to go, because currently we are jumping out of the spoon. Currently we're jumping out of last place. Bo Furman now gets his ball to the 25 on third tackle. Shut your mouth, Skunkle. Third tackle now for the Titans at the 30. They go out to... They go straight... Yes, penalty! Yes, penalty! Sean Mullany, that's huge, Sean! That's huge, Sean! That's huge! 6 minutes to go of the game. 6 minutes to go. Offside at marker against Martin Niokore, and the Titans are looking confident right now. That last set was the killer. Chad Force, let's go Warriors. Easy win coming up. I've been on the chainsaw all day. What have I missed? 5.5 minutes. I'm so proud of my boys today. Jacob Alec Winky, especially for Dez's 500th. Don't forget, we'll be live for Tigers Panthers after this, and then also we've got the Rabbitohs Sharks later on today. And I tell you what, Sharks, if you lose that game, I'm removing you off this ladder. I will block your name out. You will not exist in my mind, because that means that the Rabbitohs will get away from the last position. So Khalees Haas, he'll get this. I promise you, Sharks. Captain goes down with his damn well ship, but I will force the ship down underneath the water. I will sink it myself. So Kieran Foran, and now they'll be Titans 15 metres away from the line. Come on, a try here would guarantee it. Khalees Haas is fifth tackle, 5 metres away here from the line. Come on, Gold Coast. I wouldn't even bother kicking it. Just force them out of their own 2 metres. That's a 6 again. No, apparently not. Short ball at the back. Come on, Gold Coast. Kieran Foran. Oh, where is the ball? No, he'll be held up. He'll be held short 1 metre out. So that's actually perfect regardless. It's perfect because the Warriors are going to be forced out of their own 1 metres. They have to go 91 metres here. 99 metres, sorry. First tackle of the Warriors, 10 metres out. You need a good set here or a penalty. Rice Henderson is also Foz's last game in New Zealand, right? Correct. It is. Fisher Harris, he'll get this ball to the 15 on second tackle. Lagans, get that fraud alert ready. I think Warriors fans will even agree with it, considering right-hand side now to Vaimalga, off to Tanner Boyd, and Tanner Boyd take it out to 25. Third tackle, 4 minutes to go. Harris Tavita gives it to Vaimalga, short ball to Martinez-Lesniak, take it down to 45. Great run there from Dallin Martinez-Lesniak, though. It's a good set. They still need a lot more metres, though. They'll go to Muddy Martin, off to Leka Halasima. Come on, Jojo, make the tackle. Good tackle, Jojo. Fifth tackle at the 35. Last play for the Warriors. They still need to score twice. To Marty Martin. He'll step it, goes short side. Intercept by Jaden Campbell, and he gets the ball at the 35. He doesn't run away. He just gets it, takes it down at the 35. JC huge, mate. That was such a risky play, though, because if he doesn't get that intercept and he knocks the ball on, it would have been a fresh set of 6 for the Warriors on fifth tackle, 35 metres out. That is huge. Yeah, Foz try would have been beautiful, Joe. It would have been chef's kiss. Third tackle at the 45, and that's a great run there by Jimmy Jolliffe. That was actually Phil Zami, who looks completely different, but my brain's scattered right now. Fourth tackle here at the 38. Viable Solutions, well done. The Titans played a blinding game. They actually have played a really good game. Here, the Gold Coast. Fifth tackle here. 25 metres away. They give it to Jaden Campbell, and Jaden Campbell puts it up into the air. Come on, Titans, put it up. I don't know if that's a knock-on from the Warriors or a knock-back from the Titans. No, it's still last, apparently. What? How is that still last? I'd challenge this if I'm the Titans. I'm challenging this for sure. 1,000,000,000%. 1,000,000,000,000,000% I'm challenging this. Lucas, we spoke about this. What's it with the Titans and them getting up against the Warriors? They're the bogey team of the Warriors in the last 5 years. The Titans' bogey team was the Warriors for 10 years before that. But these teams whoever wins usually wins for a few years. So AJ goes up for it, and so is Jojo. Jojo will knock it back. Does it touch Rogers' hand there? No, it doesn't touch Rogers' hand there. So this is going to be Warriors ball at 10, unless there's a secondary touch somewhere along the line. And then that's going to be a knock on there from the Titans. So it's going to be Warriors ball here at the 10. Warriors ball here at the 10. No, Jacob Alukwinki has touched it with his right hand and it's gone into the hand of the Warriors. Well, you got to score twice in 2.5 minutes here, Warriors, and you got to go 90 metres to score your first. Yep, so Warriors ball here at the 10. Come on, just like it'll just be really emotional to see this team out of last with the bullshit we've gone through. Now, the Rabbitohs have a bye still to go this year, and so do the Knights, but, you know, like this is... It's been really hard saying to fans, man. I'm just 3 minutes to go. Warriors now at the 15. Vital Solutions has had Warriors and the Roosters minus 36. Shocked how bad the Warriors have been tonight. The Roosters minus 36 against the Storm. What? Second tackle here for the Warriors at the 22. There's an injury right now. God bless. It's Vaimalga. 2 minutes left, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Warriors fans, unfortunately, I'm going to have to tell you that today is probably not your day. Hopefully, it's a bit of a wake-up call for the Warriors, who have been teeter-tottering on kind of losing to poor teams the last couple of weeks, but they've gotten the wins, and today, unfortunately, they're not going to be able to probably beat the 17th place Titans, which is going to be a hard one to come to terms with, but at the end of the day, there's a long way to go on this season. You just got to really hope you bounce back next week. There's no dangerous foul. There's no foul play here. It's just unfortunate. Viz says, go the Titans. Mate, this is awesome. Lou Dark Fights, well done, Titans. Get around the boys. Oh, I'm so proud of them. Yeah, we speak about it every Titans-Warriors game, absolutely. Well, we play the Warriors again in like 4 weeks. Round 25, the Titans play the Warriors at Seabus. Round 25. Skunk says Auckland is our home. Well, the Titans have set up shop in Auckland a bit. Wait, we're saying this is a hip drop? Oh, stop it. Oh, he's in the bin! You're off your rocker! You are off your rocker! You're off your rocker. There's a bin here for the Titans. Sean Mullaney, 10 minutes in the sin bin. You're off your rocker. Like, God bless Vaimalga, but like, you're off your rocker. You are off your rocker to make that call. You're out of your mind, NRL. You are out of your mind. We've just seen a sin bin. Anyway, like, I'm still confident we win this game because we're up by 2 scores with 2 minutes to go, but you're off your mind. You're off your mind, NRL. Appreciate you for being a member for 7 months, Lou Darkfight. First tackle of the Warriors at the 45. You're off your rocker. You're off your rocker. That was the sin bin. Out to Vaimalga. And then they give it to Martin Niokore, and Martin Niokore, he'll be at the 50. Infinite Kiwi says we're forward. Crazy, dude. Just crazy call that. So second tackle here for the Warriors, and they're going to be at the 40. Third tackle. This is the last set here for the Warriors. They have to score it. They have to score it. They get off to Tamati Martin, then off to Vaimalga. And Vaimalga is going to be at the 30 on 4 tackle. Minute 23 to go here of the game. James Fisher-Harris at the back. Knock on! Let's go! Let's go! A minute 10 to go here. What a performance, man. First tackle here with the Gold Coast at the 45. I'm so happy for the fans. Second tackle now. Phil Sami will get his ball to the 50. 45 out. Jaden Campbell's been unreal today. Titans run home. Panthers, Rabbitohs, Sharks, Warriors, Dolphins, Tigers. That Rabbitohs game is so big for that spoon. So big. Third tackle here for the Gold Coast. 40 seconds left. And Regan Campbell-Gillard to get this ball to the 30. The Titans just seem to play the Warriors very, very well, lads. Time to up the membership price here, like he says. Yeah, time to get him from first to first. Fifth tackle. Go for a field goal. Go for a field goal. Chance Desi has a shower with the boys this time. Yeah, get him in there. Get him in. Chance gets the ball at the 3. 12 seconds left here. I can't believe the Titans have gone and won this. Can't believe it. I'm so happy, man. And they throw the ball back to Tanner Boyd. They're just going to throw it around a little bit right now. And Kurt Catewell throws the ball forward. But anyway, they're going to play it on. And it's going to go back into the middle, where we're going to see Jaden Campbell get back to the ball and just kick that ball over the sideline, JC. What a win, man. What a performance on the Gold Coast. It was a great performance, man. What a performance. And I'm so happy for Desi, his 500th game as coach, and they get the win for him. Obviously, he blew up at him, and look, forget the negative for the time being, because the negative absolutely exists on the Gold Coast. The negative is 100% still there, but at the end of the day, we win this game against a top 4 team in Auckland for Desi's 500th, Kieran Foran's last ever game in New Zealand. You know, I'm just so happy for the fans, dude, because we are officially off the bottom of the table, lads. We are officially off of the bottom of the table. We are in 16th, and South Sydney Rabbitohs will drop off into last, and they will play the Sharks later on today. And if the Sharks lose that game, I promise you I will remove you from the table, and you will never return to my ladder ever again. But I'm just so, like, this performance was just spectacular, you know, to go overseas and to get this dub, and we just seem to always do it. You know, completion rate of 40 from 43 at 93% is immaculate. 1,877 metres from 206 runs is spectacular. You know, we had more tackle breaks. Our average set distance was in the great category. The play the ball speed was extremely slow at 4.03, but I just couldn't care less. You know, the defensive effective tackle percentage was 89.92%. Unbelievable. And then you've got the errors of only 6 compared to the Warriors 11. The Titans actually conceded more penalties too, with 6 from 4. You know, so really, really impressed by that. Really impressed. And it's so hard because you know that the boys can perform like that. The Titans, when they want to play like that, can play like that. And you've got to remember there was no Tina Fasul-Malawi, there was no David Fafita, there was no Keanu Kinney, there was no Alafiana Campera, there was no Sam Verrills, the starting hooker, and they were able to go over there and get that dub. It's worrying signs for the Warriors. It's very worrying signs for the Warriors, lads. Truly. Infinite Kiwi says that Campbell play above his weight every time, little bro man's forming. Yeah, no, look, I'm happy for him. You know, obviously the Titans are planning to make Zane Harrison that future 7, but like JC had a fantastic game here today. He always leaves it all out in the line, man, and you're going to be super proud of how Jaden Campbell's played in that halfback position. Entertain us as South Spooners. Yeah, the old Souths do go into last place for the time being. Again, they play the Sharks later on today. We will be live streaming it, and you will never have seen a bigger Sharks fan in your life than me today. You will. I want the Sharks to put an absolute score past them. I want them to put 50 past them. They better, because, like, yes, we are above them right now regardless, but and we still need to win another game to catch up to South in regards to the wins and whatnot, because it's 6 wins to the Rabbitohs and 5 wins to the Titans now. Knights are also on 6 wins. Eels are also on 6 wins. But yeah, you know, we're keeping ourselves alive to avoid that wooden spoon, which is I'm really grateful for. Samuel says Dallin needs to go, so trash. He had a rough game today. I don't think that he was at fault for the Philip Sami try with that really beautiful lofty pass from Philip Sami, but I do think that, yeah, he had a rough one, mate. Apophis with the $50 redo donation. Get around your Apophis, bro. I appreciate that, mate. Just get yourself a prize on your BKR. Well, I'll definitely go grab myself a coffee. We've still got 2 streams to do today with the Tigers and the Panthers and the Sharks and the Rabbitohs. But, mate, I'm just happy for the fans, dude. It ain't about me. It ain't about this club. At the end of the day, it's about the fans who turn up to the games and the fans who watch the games. And every single week, you know, put their emotions and they want just a little bit of happiness from their everyday life, right? And the Titans have never given them that. So it's so I'm grateful that people are going to have that little bit of respite from their day-to-day life in the real world and society to actually have a happy moment. And this was a happy moment for sure. So I'm very happy for them. But thank you very much, Apophis. You're a legend, my guy. Viable Solution says, Tino, to get up, time to go get up and get to work. Good luck from Ireland. Great stream, mate. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you all the way over there in the old Ireland. And good luck later on today, actually, as the British and Irish Lions take on the Wallabies. Jax is happy for you. Appreciate you, brother. Jay says, barn my time. GT says, Waz need Tane at fullback. Tane Twalpiki. I like Tane Twalpiki, bro. I do. He's from the Gold Coast. He literally was a part of our youth system. The Dingo says, congrats, bro. Get to watch the other 2 games of that winning feeling. Yeah, it's something that I haven't had for a long time, mate. We beat Manly 28-8, which was great, but like that. This is just going to be a really good feeling carrying through for at least a week. Like we don't usually get this on the Gold Coast. Our fans don't usually get this. But despite the fact that there are definitely still things that need work on, there is still definitely a lot of negatives at this club. At the end of the day, that is something I'm grateful for that win. Ahmad says Titans young guns played so well. Thoughts on Mulaney at 9. Hold on. The Titans young guns did play well, and it does show the club needs a change and a refresher. I thought Jojo was solid today as per usual. I thought Jaden Campbell was great. I thought Sean Mulaney did what he needed to do at 9. I felt he was okay, and nothing spectacular, but he was a part of the team that won, and he's in a big role there. I thought Jimmy Jolliffe was incredible today. Jamin Jolliffe was fantastic in the prop department. And that's usually what he does when Tino's not playing. If Tino is not playing, Jamin Jolliffe stands up. If Tino is playing, Tino is the one who is expected to stand up. And a lot of the other guys, I'm not here to shit on Jamin because he's very good, as we saw today, but a lot of the guys rely upon Tino doing his thing, and a lot of the guys will take a step back as he does his thing, which is actually a negative detractor from the team. So it showed a lot of resolve here today that we do have the talent there. It's just that unfortunately there's too much relying, and the culture isn't great where they do take a step back when other players are there, when they should really be utilising them to get up to their level. Jeff says, Aleka who? Anyway, GG Titans, so happy for you guys. Appreciate you, bro. Hugger says, who seals the 8 for you? I'll probably talk about this more in the next streams. I'm going to jump off because I'll be back on in 20 minutes' time. We'll talk about all this on the next stream. So I appreciate you guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Unlucky Warriors fans today, but hopefully it's a bit of a wake-up call for the club. I will see you guys in about 20 minutes' time for the next game, which is the West Tigers taking on the Penrith Panthers. Like I said, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.